We live in effect, baby.
Where's our counter so we know what's our amount of time that we wait?
10 minutes.
Okay. I don't see the counter though.
It should be coming up. It should be already popped up. I don't know what.
There you go. Oh my God, baby, for real? My foot is like, no, at this point, it's not just the toe. It's like a whole, it's like this. You see how it looks swollen?
Yeah.
Do it look swollen for real?
Yeah, it actually kind of do right here.
Can you rub it? Because it's like, I guess from me, like trying to pop my toe, it strained it. Oh, one person on here. Hey. Who's here? We randomly decided to go live. And really, we supposed to be going live on Tuesdays, but we honestly have been just busy and forgetting. We waiting on some more people to get on here. If you're already in here, just let us know you're here in the chat box.
If you can.
If you can.
Some people be watching on TV.
Let me turn this a little bit so you don't get my foot because it's ugly right now. I was gonna go get a pedicure when I went to, where did I go today to make a deposit? But then I got hungry and I was like, let me go to the house. Ah, somebody else came in here. Who's in here?
Maybe do this. Right, wipe your teeth out.
Yeah, I've been working on my shit. Yeah. I'm like my uncle. I'm finna get me a model. That shit was so funny when he said that. Yeah. Oh, it's 3 people. What's up? Can you let us know who in here? Baby, they can see you.
What? I'm just massaging. They can't see me.
It was 2 people in. It was 3 people, but then 2 people left. I need a heating pad or something for this, babe, for real.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm sitting on my. So maybe this might be somebody who on their TV and can't see us.
And can't reply.
Yeah.
They can see us, but just can't.
If you can't talk to us, then you can't give us nothing to feed off of. So when we get to our mark, we usually leave. But we give people a chance to realize we on here first.
Yeah, when you realize it's kind of late.
Yeah.
It's like it's
in Texas.
In Texas, it's 11. East Coast is midnight. West Coast people though, where my people at? They still up. It ain't nothing but 9 there.
Well, I don't know because my sister live in Nevada and it's already. Oh yeah, you're right. It's 9. Dude, California got a different. I wonder why everybody in the West Coast have a different time.
No, everybody on the same time there.
No, they don't.
Yeah, when you get to Nevada, they all on the same time.
California and Nevada on the same time. Mm-hmm. We're on the same time with Arizona right now. No, now we got a time difference.
Now we got a time difference. When it was the winter, yeah, we had the same time.
That's weird.
Yeah, and that's the only place we got to.
So I wonder why is they time not changing in Arizona? Or
so it's got something to do with the time zone.
I wish
it's weird because
Shalia was here because she could tell me about Arizona time.
Yeah, it's weird because that one time we have the same time as Arizona, but we still different from Nevada.
Utah, do they got the same time?
They got the same time as us.
Utah?
Yeah, so when we change, they change.
Google XGG. It's one person hanging tough with us, but this one person can't comment, so we can't. Before we got on here, we was looking at the Derrick. I was looking at the Derrick Jaxn stuff on.
Yeah. That was on the same time as us.
Oh, okay.
It's when you get to Nevada.
Yeah, we was looking at the Derrick Jaxn stuff, and I just started getting irritated, so we decided to go live.
Basically.
For real, I need I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow because all right, who else on here? Another person just got on here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow because for real, bad, I need a heating pad, like the old school.
When you could turn on.
Yeah, but I
Crank
wonder if I don't. Maybe I should get like icy hot or something. I should just call the doctor. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Yes. Baby, what's our mark? Is it how many minutes did it take? 10.
10 minutes, y'all. I mean, I guess there's one person that get tough, but again, they probably on their TV, so we can't.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna fault y'all if that's the best way y'all watch. I'm glad y'all even watching, but yeah, they keep fluctuating. It's like people come in, but I guess
because we ain't talking about
nothing
and
because they're late.
And they not coming.
Well, usually people say, hey, I think it's because it's kind of late too.
Yeah, it is like, what time do we usually get on? Like 8, 9?
Like 8 our time. Maybe 9 there, like 10 o'clock other people.
Well, that's fine. You'll have to make a thumbnail and we'll get on earlier tomorrow.
Yeah.
If don't nobody get on here. We got 4 minutes.
It'd be at different times. Sometimes I'll be popping. Remember that one? Between
like 8 and 9.
Remember that first time at our whole department when we got on live?
And it was real late.
And it was real late. Everybody.
But it was also a weekend.
True. Yeah.
Baby, for real, every time I touch my feet, it's just so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know what I feel like I pulled something in me because the muscle that's coming like from my toe, they feel like it's going. Yeah, it hurt.
Nerve.
Yes. Who in here?
Y'all say what's up. I mean, y'all keep coming in here and not saying what's up.
Because I think they waiting for us to get into a specific subject, so they let me know that these are people who not used to, like they must be new people. Because then they would know we just kind of ramble on Trey and CoCo after dark and bounce out people's questions.
Basically. So if y'all,
if you got questions, you got to put them in the box.
Or if you just want to say hey, then we can get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. It's just so
bad.
Yes, it hurts so bad. I don't even know how I got here with my foot. I don't even know what I did.
Yeah. If nobody come today, then tomorrow we'll get on early and we can start off with the Derrick because I really want to hear other people's shit on that too. What they takes on that situation is. So
I really feel bad for the girl.
Yeah.
I really do. And him, not so much.
No, I don't.
And like you can't make a career out of something and then go do the very shit that you shun people. And then my thing is, when John Gray had got into that shit, it was like he was persecuting his ass.
He was. I mean, striking this man down. Yeah, you can't be with the Heart Association and be telling people to eat McDonald's. That don't. And the whole time you've been eating McDonald's. Right? That's not how that works. You can't be the advocate for heart health and then going to the people. Remember when we seen that documentary?
Yeah.
It's like they was. What was they donating to the people that was?
That's why.
It's like what?
That's why I be feeling like everybody always be doing this goals and I want a person like this and I want a person like that, and I feel like our generation has kind of created this like fairy tale perspective, of love based on like image that they see with people like like the Jay-Z and Beyonce thing.
Yeah.
Then the Saweetie and Quavo and. Then you had him. A lot of ladies was like, they wish they could find a man like him. I'm like, you don't fucking know these people. Like, they protecting their privacy just like we in everyday life protect our privacy in our relationship. And it's like being a social media influencer or being a
social media star.
Yeah, anything like that is like, it's just like making music. You have an image because people are brought into you for whatever reason, and people try to uphold that image. That's why I be so many like these these YouTube couples and shit that be breaking up or they be having all these issues in their relationship. They just be staying together because they want to keep on making money. Yeah. It's like that's a lot of pressure to be something just because you got to basically protect your bag. I'm like, I'm just not here for it. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with being, a social media influencer, but you really got to stay humble and be able to balance yourself and stay true to yourself.
Yeah, because that's the when you get in that spotlight, that's the the lights is bright, man, and that's that fame comes into play and all of that. So you really got to throughout all that really be humble, really like to check yourself, really like, because when you in that, that's that star power that come in and do that. And people don't really realize like
That
how hard it is.
superstar
Yeah, that
spirit.
superstar spirit, how hard it is to really like maintain that humbleness or that like genuality or genuineness, whatever, throughout all of that. Like to stay connected, you got to stay grounded. That's the thing. And when people start lifting off that ground, when they start to levitate a little bit because they high on their horse and all of that, and the ground get further and further, it's like ain't nothing but bullshit up in the air.
I think,
and you just never balance. You everywhere. You know what I mean? So
I think the biggest challenge with being a social media star, kind of like Derrick Jaxn is the real danger in that shit is that you're the product that you're selling.
yeah,
And so when the needs of your audience change, it's like you have to change yourself to fit that. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
So you can't really be true to yourself because you are the product. It's like when you have a product and you selling it, you kind of like, you keep working with that same product. You restructure it. You do all these different things, innovative things to keep it relevant to your audience. Well, when you are a social media star like he is, you're the product and you're constantly changing. And then you just get to a place where you don't know who the fuck you are anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 4 people in here and nobody said hi to us.
I know the rules. Be acting like y'all brand new, or maybe y'all are brand new.
If y'all brand new, then let us know you brand new.
Then say hi. Anyways, yeah.
That's the danger in that shit.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I just
like. I mean, what you always say about fame, just not for me.
It's not for me.
And I'll do what
I'll take the money, but I really want the fame. And sometimes they go hand in hand.
Yeah, it do. It do.
So I don't know, but I just feel sorry for the wife because I feel like it's so many people in the world that's just like so. Is our comment zone?
I'm gonna see. And they say yeah, but let me see if I can comment.
Because it's 5 people in here and nobody saying nothing else, which is usually not the case. I feel bad for his wife because I feel like it's so many people that's so bound by religion that they blame everything on the devil. And I'm like, this is definitely your husband doing this. It's not the devil. Yeah. Like we give the quote unquote devil so much credit. And it's like, sometimes it's really just your decisions, the environment you allow yourself to be in, so on and so forth. And it's like, that shit isn't real. You are not being accountable. And for her, you're not holding him accountable.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
I put it on here. So now I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe just.
It's just people not talking to you.
Y'all just don't want to talk to us today. Okay, I get it. We get it.
So I just hate how she using all these Bible verses to validate why she chose to stay with him. It's like, just say I want to stay with him because I love him. But I'm like, sis, don't break out them Bible verses because there's a couple of Bible verses that don't sit well with this current situation. Mount Zion. Hey.
What's up?
I think that's your cousin.
Is it? You knew?
I don't know. I mean, are you new here or are you Trey's cousin? Because that looks like your cousin profile picture.
Which one?
Zion.
Oh yeah, I do got a cousin named Zion. That's right.
Are you new here, Zion?
Well, while we wait, probably type it. Yeah, I think that's probably what's irritating about me. That's probably what irritated me the most is the way she twisted those scriptures.
Well, from her end, that's what irritated me. But what really irritates me, I already told you, what's irritating me so far up until this point is you really out here trying to save face and you still have not publicly apologized to your wife. Which lets me know you don't actually give a fuck about your marriage.
No. And I'm just going to continue to do what I want to do. And I just think it's blatantly disrespectful. I just think that here we are. We done already caught you. And you sitting up here trying to make live videos yesterday about absolutely nothing. Like,
we already know you cheated on your wife. We
y'all
don't
trying
care.
to make live videos together, trying to make it seem like there's some type of like unity, and it's like y'all got on here to do what? And basically, maybe you got on here to do what? Because your wife looking like she totally dejected it throughout the whole thing.
Video. This is the thing. I'm not here to judge nobody, but I feel like
I'm not either.
I feel like what they really need to do is he needs to publicly apologize for his wife to his wife.
Yeah.
Like without her in the room there, and then they really just need to cut everything off. And if they really care about saving their marriage, they just need to focus on their marriage.
Right,
they need to do the work.
They need to like, well, you had it right.
Yeah.
They just need to focus on their marriage. So
Shani Unique. Hey, Shani.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, they just need to focus on.
I remember this person, but I can't remember this person. Y'all, we just talking about Derrick Jaxn and his wife, but y'all can ask us any questions if it's Colorado related, if it's any other thing related.
They don't have to be Colorado.
Yeah, related. It could be anything.
Whatever you want.
Current event. Some people like to hear us talk about current event. You can ask us about anything. That's what these lives are for.
Yeah, I'm good. What's the topic?
Whatever topic you want. Right now, we was just talking about Derrick Jaxn, the social media star, and the whole scandal with his wife.
For me, man, again, for him, it's just like, dude, I can't believe you sat up here and built this whole thing. I mean, it was a whole. I didn't even know, y'all. I was so crazy that I didn't even know he had books and stuff.
This guy got books and courses.
And I mean courses. I'm sorry, I knew he had books. My wife told me he had courses. I was like, what? And people paying for this because this dude a millionaire. So it's like,
but it's unfortunate because I don't know. I haven't heard about it. Please fill me in. Do you know who Derrick Jaxn is? He is a social media influencer, and his whole platform is about
being a relationship.
He like a relationship guru, and basically what he talk about is he talk about basically like how women should be treated, you know, how men should be treating women, how to make sure a man treats you a certain way. He kind of like the Steve Harvey of social media. Is that a good one? Like how Steve Harvey did the
Ask Steve,
and then how he had the whole like think like a woman, act like a man. He kind of like the Steve Harvey of social media, like. And so he been going on and on and on about, you know, like for example, I don't know if you know who John Gray is, but when the whole scandal came out with John Gray about how he cheated on his wife, he crucified John Gray like bad. Now, I mean, John Gray, I don't want to say that he deserved it, but he definitely was in the wrong, but he crucified him like bad. And then come to find out this whole time you've been cheating on your wife. And I mean, like boldly, like you sending people videos and you doing all kinds of just crazy stupid stuff. Shit.
Yeah.
Having people in her house, cheating on her, having unprotected sex while she's pregnant. And, you know, like so many people, hey Jazzy, so many people are kind of like just pissed about it because, for lack of a better word, people really looked up to him when it came to relationships.
Yeah, for real.
And so now his wife, they got all these videos on social media, of course, because your brand is solely based on you being this dream man that just knows how to treat a woman. And now he's trying to save face because he's getting a lot of backlash. And the wife is just kind of like, oh, well, this is spiritual warfare. You know how, you know, like people who are really religious kind of spin shit. And it's like, this, ma'am, this is your husband is making poor decisions and maybe needs some like therapy for himself. Yeah. You know, so but the devil didn't make you do it. You did it.
Because we all got choices.
We all got choices.
And when it comes time to make those choices, the devil ain't in there pushing the yes or no button or making our brain make us force us into saying yes or no. Yeah. You gotta have some type of accountability when it comes to stuff like that. I'm not saying that there is no play in that if you know what I'm saying, but my thing is the way it is you really got that y'all, wifey, and my kids been persuaded me to relocate out there.
Thinking about adding to. There's no flavor out here. Just FYI.
That's what he's saying. Thinking about adding to the flavor.
We thought we was gonna leave, but we decided to stay here.
Yeah, so for anybody who wanted to know and everything that we was going through on the last live, I guess y'all the first to hear it, that we definitely gonna stay. Like we done already came to the conclusion and so we definitely gonna stay and not move. So y'all got us. If y'all wanted us to stay, we here now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what was I saying? I'm sorry.
I don't know. We was talking about whatchamacallit. Basically, he trying to save Faye.
Basically,
and
yeah. So
it's a whole thing. It's really bad.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really bad, and I feel so sorry for his wife. It's just a sad thing to watch because
it is.
I mean, it's one thing for you to go through marital issues, but then
because it's already tough when you do it. Right. I was just going to say it's tough when you do it and it's regular.
And it's in private.
Whatever as much as it's right. Whatever the case may be. Most of that shit just get to like your family, maybe your friends, if you like.
Unless you forward tight.
Right. But, I'm saying for the most part, it's like maybe your friends, maybe not your family or both or whatever. But it's hard to escape that when your husband is this dude. That
it's everywhere.
It's like you ain't gonna be able to escape. And for me, I just don't know. The video for me, unless he was on there saying I did it, like admitting, talking some cold hard truth facts, and then apologizing. There's no need for you to be on the video. I don't want to hear nothing. Nobody wants to come out and hear you talk about the choices and that whole run around. But
the
it's
same
like
shit everybody
beating
saying
around the bush and all of this timid walking. It's like, no, you did what you did. You need to come out if you on this video, and this is your way of apologizing or whatever you trying to do. You did this shit in public, so now you need to apologize in public. If not, like, ain't no point of being on the video. I don't want to tune into a live about y'all talking about the we've been through some issues, and we don't give a damn about none of that.
My thing is, why are you talking to the fans? Because
that's what I'm saying.
The person that you violated was your wife. You violated your wife, her trust, her respect, everything in y'all vows since they Christians. And even if they wasn't Christians, whatever promises y'all made to each other when y'all got married, you violated. And to me, as a man, I just feel like, don't bring me to your bullshit show for your mistakes. He never should have allowed his wife to even be on that video because your wife didn't do shit. You did. So why you bringing her to help you tell the world that you a fuck up? You need to go tell the world that you a fuck up and apologize to your wife.
The same way you was shooting them videos in the car?
Yeah, by your damn self, checking everybody and arguing and shit.
That's the video I want to see. Well, how you be having the little split screen with you talking and then to be a video playing or a picture or something. It need to be your ass in that picture and you talking to your damn self.
That fucking high horse, man, when you feel like you on that goddamn high horse and you so much better than everybody. Like that's a Bible verse. I will tell you is valid as hell. Humble yourself.
Yeah.
Before the mighty hand of the Lord, because his ass needs to be humble. But then
bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah, but then on top of all of that, I think like when the girl came and aired the shit out on the
See, I didn't see that. So
man, it was
I'm
bad.
not even telling me, but
black people, we just gotta do better. We really do. Like black women in this particular situation, black men need to do better. I think that's an understood thing. But black women, I think we really need to do better. In this situation, I feel like is a situation. I'm saying because I'm a black woman. This is a situation that we can really look at from a lot of different angles as black women and really like grow from. Because one thing that I hate, earlier I lied, I said was irritating me the most is her response. What's irritating me the most is how so many black women is dragging this woman for how she looked on camera, her appearance on camera, talking like justifying why he cheated on her. And I'm like, first of all, can we not forget that J-Lo, Beyonce, Halle Berry, some of the most sought after women in this world have been cheated on. If your nigga ain't got no integrity, it don't matter how beautiful you are. You'll never be good enough. That's an internal thing. So that shit pissed me off, black women doing that. And then the second thing that really pissed me off is during this time, it's like, why do Black women always take the opportunity to tear each other down? It's like,
that's why I feel like we can't get ahead, because when it comes time for controversy and things like that, instead of standing in the gap, or instead of some of the more intelligent people coming out and saying some positive shit, or saying something that's like basically showing some type of unity, we take that, like Derrick Jaxn. When had the stuff, that man eviscerated that dude. I mean, he just basically he disrespected John Gray. And I'm gonna applaud John Gray, because he came out and he basically said, hey, listen, next time, basically what we saying, the next time something like this happens, maybe we need to try to reach out to one another and say, hey man, I know you're going through some things. What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Or some type of,
they need to reach out to a therapist, because both of them are narcissistic pieces of shit. That go for the pastor and for the regular nigga.
Is why we taking this opportunity
to do that.
To do that. I'm not saying that they don't need to do that as well, but I'm saying instead of going on there and tearing my brother down because he made a mistake that we already know, I'm gonna reach out to him behind closed doors. Hey man, you fucked up, but listen, why don't you, like you said, if you either go see somebody, you're gonna do that. But it's like, soon as some stuff going on, we be the number one people on these threads and posts and comments just going ham.
Jazzy said they were worried about her bunny more than her hurt. It was satisfying. Yeah, it really was. And the other thing was, it wasn't a bunny, it was a fucking beanie. So let's start there. But then I'm like, as a woman, put yourself in her place. If you was going through everything she went through, would you get all dolled up to get on camera? She probably didn't even want to be in the shit. Another thing that really pissed me off is it's a lot of comedians and like social media stars, social media personalities, that they keep on making jokes about this particular clip where it kind of looked like he forcing her to say the things that she's saying. That really pissed me off, because it's like, what if this woman really is being abused? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all fun and games until she end up dead or something. Then all of a sudden, everybody going to put RIP on their fucking timeline. And it's like, why? You know what it is, Jazz? Let me just sum it up here. Why do Black people always make light of a toxic ass situation? Yeah. Why do we always find a reason to justify toxic behavior? Like, this situation ain't got shit to do with her and everything to do with his lack of integrity and ability to be accountable as a man and wanting his fucking ego stroked, because this ain't the first woman that he stepped out on her with. It's him not being able to handle temptation. So I'm like, how is it her fault? And so many Black women saying that it's her fault just shows how broken we are as a community, because you think that you can control the actions of a man when in fact he is him. If he don't deal with his own issues and integrity, women too, and integrity and self-worth and narcissism and all these other things that we have as challenges in human beings, then you can never change somebody. That's not, no matter how beautiful you are or nice or God-fearing or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That shit irritated me very badly.
Yeah.
And it's mostly Black people. That's what's so annoying about it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in the comments. Even on with the YouTube stuff, like when I went through, like some of the time, like when that happened, I didn't even really listen to what they were saying. I literally, and that's crazy how I did this, because it was like I literally, as soon as I logged on, went straight to the comments. I didn't even look at the video.
God. Hey, Muddy.
Hey, what's up, Muddy? Yeah, I didn't even look at the video. I went straight to the comments, and it was like Black person after Black person after Black person after Black person. And it wasn't really nobody on there that was just really like actually saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it was either this or that and this or that and this and that. And it's like, yeah, we understand that he made a mistake. And yeah, we understand that stuff too. But it's like, for one, why are we taking the opportunity to pounce at that moment?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I mean, that's why I feel like, you know, we really be having, you know, everybody want to talk about Black lives and all of this,
but we don't even care.
You know, Black Lives Matter and the unity and but for real, some of the stuff that Black people do to other Black people, let's be honest, it'd be some bullshit. It'd be some BS, and I'll be like, you can't talk about the white people oppressing and all of this stuff when we the one tearing our own damn down sometime too. So
Black women never get sympathy or understanding, not even from our own people. It's sad. You're absolutely right. And I think that's my biggest, why I feel for her so much emotionally. And we probably haven't talked about this a lot on our channel, but I'm not a Christian. I am a believer in the Most High God, but I do not believe in the institution of religion at all. And one of the reasons why I don't believe in, besides the history, and we understand how Black people even got to, Christianity. But one of the biggest things that's so cringy to me about religion is that thought process of justification for a lot of shit. And so what I really didn't like about this particular situation, Jazz, is that for Black women, I feel like religion teaches us this unhealthy level of selflessness that's not healthy for us. And it's past, we know in a relationship there's a level of selflessness, and parenting there's a level of selflessness, and a lot of things there is a level of selflessness. But religion teaches us self-sacrifice, and I'm not comfortable with that. And there is a difference between selflessness and self-sacrifice. And so in this particular situation, I feel like she is literally sacrificing herself. Anybody looking at this woman can tell she not happy. You can go back on her social media and tell she's not happy. Now, I feel like happiness is relative and always changing, based on a couple of different variables. But I think that whole thought process, that in order for you to be a good woman, you have to totally sacrifice yourself as a Black woman, is really a problem. And you're right. We don't get sympathy from each other. I remember I had this conversation with my auntie when I was in a dark place in my life when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter. And I was really scared about my future. And I was really depressed, and I was having really kind of like emotional breakdown. And one of my favorite great aunties, I talked to her and she told me this. She said, Black women don't have nervous breakdowns. We just go in our car and scream, or we cry in a pillow. And, I was younger back then. I hadn't taken the journey that I took now, but I have recently told her that is 100% incorrect. Like, Black women need the space to heal, to feel, to deal with their issues, and so on and so forth. And it's like we've been made the caretakers for everybody else. So you almost feel like you have to take care of another person before yourself. Now, if she chooses to stay in her marriage, I feel like that's her business. I really do.
Yeah.
Because people have stayed with people for worse. But I just think that like there needs to be some boundaries set, because he's taking advantage of her relationship with God. He really is.
Yeah.
Like he knows that's how she feels.
Yeah. And I definitely think that he's capitalizing off of that, like, or trying to, off her vulnerability for the Lord and Christ and religion and all of that. He know that that's a spot for her. So I think that he's making an inch into him out. He definitely stretching, but he definitely putting 100 on 10. I
mean, he must have helped Ray Schumann write yoga.
Gotta be,
because he's stretching for real.
He's stretching it out. So I just, it's just bad. And I think the reason why, is worse now is because of who he is and what he, for all these years, have came out and said that he represented. So,
that's what pisses me off too, because I'm like, so you actually know better, because we've seen you say that you know better, but you're just doing shit anyway. That's the thing for me.
Yeah, that's what it is for me too. I think that's why I'm irritated with him as a Black man, because it's like we already get up. I mean, let's just stop here, say this. We already have it hard enough just being Black.
Yeah, we do.
Okay? That ain't no gender. As for any woman, man, whatever, if you Black, then you already have enough. Not only do we have that, we got to deal with all of the split parent households and our childhoods and childhood trauma and the racism. And I mean, we got already stuff going for us. So it's like once we get some people in the field that is educated and some people to fill up some of these voids, these people that's in office like Kamala, when we get that, that's huge strides for us, because it's not given easy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the same path. So when we get there, it's like it is. So you out here representing a good Black man is what people are looking at you as. You know what I'm saying? You got people looking up to you. The dude's a millionaire, so that means people then definitely invested in it, because he never said no stupid stuff. You know what I'm sayay? I didn't hear some of his stuff. It's actually true shit. It's actually true stuff, and it's so.
But he can't apply it,
right? So, but then it's like, then when this come out, it's like you wonder why people have lose faith in a lot of different things. Not even just this, but like a lot of different things. It's like, because we sitting up here looking, thinking, feeling that this is what's, one of the people that's right. We can for once be like, man, we got a good handful. And then it's always that it's like no matter how far we get ahead, somebody do something and now we at the back of the line again. And now we gotta come and keep going and do all this stuff to get forward and all that. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot. It really is.
The other thing is, Black women, keep your ass out of other people's bed, please.
Yeah.
Like that's a self-respect issue for me. If you're not polyamorous, polygamous, and you not ethically doing that, then what the fuck? What do you have to gain from tearing up another family? We already got enough households in our community with the mother and the father not in the home.
Period. That's
so what do you have to gain? I don't get that.
You already got all that. So,
it's just
so you need to go see somebody too.
Everybody in this situation.
It's a problem on both sides. Don't come out and be the motherfucker talking about you exposing and I'm all of this because I'm not gonna lie, you look just as dumb as this nigga do. He look a little bit more dumb because we already know he right, but it's like you don't get no fucking pass either. You look stupid as hell too.
The thing is, she came out because she was mad because he blocked her on everything when they decided they was gonna reconcile.
And so you came out and did that to do what? Probably brought light to a situation, okay? But again, you don't get no points for that. Y'all both lose. Man.
Everybody lost.
More so, right?
Everybody,
and even him more so, and his wife. Even his wife is probably the biggest loser. That too. And then they got kids, right? So it's
the child is the biggest loser.
Right.
If they can't make this work, which I think she should leave his ass, but that's up to her.
Right. So it's like, it fascinates me how people come out and the motherfuckers that's telling the shit is all like trying to feel like they got some type of
my thing is
some type of pull or leverage over somebody because you came out and told. But it's like you stupid as hell too. And I hate that when people come and do that. That'd be another thing that be irritating me too. Is some of these radio people and podcast people and all of that, y'all motherfuckers just want clout. And that's why people don't respect y'all and shit either. And you wonder why people calling in because you profiting off that. Because me, I'd have told her ass, and you stupid as hell for telling me this. Like
on the show.
So
on
I'm
the
like,
fucking show.
I don't know what you come here to say, but a lot of y'all just be on there be talking about girl, she right, and I can't. Ooh, girl, she told me some juicy story, and then that's it. And it's like y'all hurting that shit too because now she got this big idea of I didn't came out because I didn't done this and told somebody and I got this leverage and it's like no y'all stupid. If you on my show, sis, you took an L too. I just want you to know that.
Everybody took an L. But my thing is, to me, it's like she might have thought that she brought some light to it, but I'm like, if you really know him and if you really know your husband, you didn't bring light to it. She knew something was going on if she didn't 100% know that he was cheating on her. So it's like you really didn't have to do that to that woman. And you should have kept your ass out of somebody else's bed. You got blocked like the side bitch that you are. And now you upset about it. I'm like, then she on there telling myself, you should just leave him. Of course you want her to leave him so he can come to your ass because he's a millionaire. I'm like, I'm just done with it. Sis, my advice is take half and move on with your fucking life. Did y'all hear about the Kirk Franklin situation where he cussed out his son?
Which I ain't gonna lie, I gotta applaud Kirk on that.
I'd have cussed. He deserved to be cursed out. That's how I feel about it.
What they say, giving their flowers while they still here. I'm giving them his flowers because I don't hear nothing about no Kirk Franklin stuff either. Talking about canceling Kirk Franklin. I was like, what?
I need way more solid, real shit for me to cuss.
Yeah, I need some receipts. Like,
they had the receipt.
Well, I'm saying. But that's
I need
not
some
a receipt,
valid shit.
That's not really a receipt. It is a receipt, but not everybody cussed their kids out. So he did that for some type of angle and whatever. I'm saying any dynamic like that. What I'm saying is
he was grown. Nobody people cuss their kids out. They cuss grown ass kids out.
Sorry, you're right. No, people don't cuss out their kids. They do cuss out grown ass men. Because the nigga is 48.
No,
so I think he almost 50 this year. His birthday's in July or something like that. He's turning 67. So it's just like he's somebody pop-off basically. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna give him anything unless there's a source of the anger where some messed up stuff that went on in the childhood. Other than that,
real messed up stuff.
Real messed up. So
he a grown ass man. He need to grow the fuck
period.
Up. My mama. Girl, what really irritated me about the Kirk Franklin situation was his mama came out, right? Kirk Franklin's baby mama, Carrie Ann's mom, came out and was basically like, she had this interview. First of all, the interview was fishy because I'm like, ma'am, I don't really fully understand what you're trying to say. But what irritated the shit out of me was she kept on referring to herself and Kirk Franklin as co-parenting. And I'm like, sis, how the fuck is you co-parenting a 33-year-old man? He grown as hell.
Maybe he's turning 50 this year.
Oh my God. I was like, look, I'm not gonna lie. If Kirk Franklin had been a father that wasn't there for him, didn't provide, didn't try to do all the things that he tried to do, all this counseling that, he tried, that the mama said happened as well, and, tried to do things that a loving parent did, then I would understand. But, sir, you need to have several seats. Like, you deserted to get cussed the fuck out, talking about you was going to beat his ass.
Yeah, and then I was like, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard the call, but son or not, you 33, I'm whatever old. At this point, we two grown men. You talking to me disrespectfully, I'm gonna have to beat your ass like a grown ass. Like if it was somebody else on the other side that was saying the same shit, them fighting words to me, son or not. Like I don't give a fuck who the fuck you think. Because my thing is, who the fuck is you talking to, son or not? I'll tell that to any goddamn body. Right now. So that means
that shit was disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? So that means you're not gonna sit up on the phone and tell me you gonna whoop my motherfucking ass and calling me a bitch ass nigga and hoe ass nigga and all this just crazy shit. So yeah, I'm gonna cuss his ass out. I couldn't believe people got on there and even this shouldn't even be nowhere. This shouldn't even blow it up the way it is because the niggas because at first when I heard it, I didn't know he was that old. I thought it was his son. I didn't even hear the audio. And when it came out and all of that shit, then I heard the nigga was 70. I was like, oh, what? 70? Nigga, I'm like, come on. What the fuck? Dude, you a grown ass dude.
And my thing is this. I feel like the way that Kirk Franklin cussed him out lets you know that he really don't talk like that a lot, because I really felt let down as a member of the Black community. It was not enough combination cuss words. No. You know what I'm saying? The attitude behind it wasn't enough. It wasn't done.
And it wasn't harsh enough as a Black parent, because Jasmine, like you said, my mama didn't say it worse. Hell yeah. Let's tell you, my mama told us as kids that she was going to disconnect our head from our bodies. I was not only physically scared, okay? I knew that. I was like, wait a minute. Did she just say, what the fuck? I thought she said she's going to disconnect our head from our bodies. Oh, she's a murderer. That's what I got from it. I was like, don't play with mom. I just found out she's a mass serial killer, okay? Like, it's like, I was disappointed because I was like, foot in your ass, that's cool and all of that, but I need some more. I need to hear some more harshness in it. But that also, too, is a double-edged sword, because that also told you, like you said, so that lets you know that he really don't even talk like that, too. And then when he went off, he still had enough shit in his tank to let you know, like, that I don't even really do this. Like, I'm so out of my element that is a good parent. It was like almost forced. The way he was cussing, it was really like,
it was kind of
it was like, what? Like, let's just be honest. It's like a white person cussing. I was like, Kirk, hold on, wait a minute. We don't even talk like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you could tell that he had been poking the bear.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give him the green light. Don't call no grown, especially a good my thing is that on top of that too, the dude has been a great father
that we know of. I'm gonna
we're gonna say that we know of. Yeah.
But my thing is, he's always been present in his life, and Kirk Franklin himself.
You're right. Let's say
and
that.
And the mom has said that they were teenage parents, and they
made some mistakes as well. Yeah, and then they didn't stay together. So
right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like the way that Kirk Franklin grew up, for him to even make it such a point to stay into his child's life
and to do the right steps. I'm saying, as far as You're right. And the fact that, because, first of all, therapy is like, I don't know, when people hear that shit,
especially in the Black community,
it's really just like, it's just such a negative connotation behind it. It's like therapy. Nobody going. So the fact that he even got on there and was like, we done been to therapists, because, ain't no black man, and I'm going to say, just single out my Black man.
I don't like
we don't go to therapy. We don't do all that. We know we don't like to go in there because we know once we get in there, we're gonna have to actually be honest and do all this stuff. So it's not. I'm not saying everyone, but for the most part, we don't do that. So the fact that he got up there and was like, "Oh, I went to therapy. Oh, I'm there telling my side of the story as and owning up to my mistakes and saying I done this and I done this and trying to break through that. That's a huge step. That's what, for me, it was like, so you out here volunteering therapy? Like you done went and scheduled what you call it, and then y'all on the phone, and then y'all got the therapist involved in y'all day-to-day life to where when he called you that time that we heard the therapist was on the phone at that time. It's like,
I think what was sketchy for me is you acting very spiteful, because why did you only share that part of the call? He really didn't share what he said up until then, but he kind of got a little snippet at the end. So I'm like, why you didn't share the rest of the call that Kirk Franklin said happened? And then he started saying, well, I'll air the rest of the call and let everybody know what really going on. I'm like, you lying. If you already aired this. So if you had something else, you would have already did.
I think you would have done that first.
Yeah, you would have done it all together.
Right. I was about to say, when you play something like that, as far as something is cursing, and then you say there's something worse than that, then my thing is now your story lacks credibility because you already the person that didn't show that you're gonna show any and every little thing. So you'd have been showed the worst part to you,
and he keep running.
You would have been already said right,
telling everybody. So he, I don't know. That's the whole situation. I don't know what happened in his childhood, but I will say in the context of that call, he deserved to be cussed out, because if that was me, my grandma would have choked me out.
First of all, I think my mama would have definitely found a way to reach her fucking hand through the phone. I think that'd have been the first technological breakthrough for her, because she would have definitely reached through that damn phone and choked my ass up like I was a grown ass nigga on the street, because I am. I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying?
And so every black person, parents that told them, I brought you in this world and I'll
take you out. Period. You should know right there. Don't play with them. So now I'm not going to give any passes to no grown ass man that's 35, 36, or however the fuck old he is. At this point, sir, like Jasmine said, you need to grow your ass up and you need to start taking some accountability. You need to, if y'all got issues like the way y'all say y'all do and he didn't came out, now it's your turn. Don't give us no little snippet and be trying to spin the angle of I'm the victim. When your grandma didn't came out, your mama didn't came out, Kirk Franklin didn't came, your daddy didn't came out, hell, your siblings didn't came out, everybody that came out said that that is some bullshit been going on with you. It's you the problem. So it's like I really ain't got time for this shit. I don't feel bad at all, because me being the real nigga I am, you cuss me out, them fighting words. That's why I was so disappointed in Kirk, because at that point, I don't even really want to talk to you anymore. Nigga, drop the fucking addy. Where are you at? Because I'm definitely finna pull up and see what I'm finna check on your mouth, nigga, because it's right now it's going all kind of which ways. And I need to really feel like I need the one-on-one personal interaction, because I'm not understanding. Why are we on the phone talking, nigga? Fuck the bullshit. Drop the addy, nigga, so I can pull up and then we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Then we can I feel like that's the breakthrough right there. I feel like we can have a major breakthrough at that point. But until then, I don't got time to be. So Kirk Franklin, listen, man. Everybody done been through that or currently going through that and done that. And what we're not gonna deal with is ungrateful ass kids, because they got some type of whatever the hell going on. So yeah, no, kiss my ass, sir. I'm gonna have to come check on it. Period. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can say whatever the fuck it is. But if I done all I can be, and all I can be to your daddy, love on you, pay for you, provide like I'm supposed to be there when I'm supposed to be doing all of that, miss me with the bullshit. So that's just how I feel. What's up, David? Man, what's going down, man? We on here going ham already, man. We ain't cuss nobody out though, but we on here live already, man. But yeah, we talking about the Kirk Franklin situation with his son, and cussing out his son. But yeah, man, I ain't really I ain't gonna give his son a pass. Now, if some new shit come out and there's some other crazy shit, then yeah, I'm gonna change my we gonna go back and forth. But in the context of that situation, and in the context of what we seen and from that call, I'm not going, sir, come on. We almost 80 years old, sir. You supposed to been had your life together and supposed to been on the right track. You supposed to been had a job. You supposed to been didn't take care of yourself. Listen, if you mad that you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting no money or whatever the case is, listen, that's all on you. You know, we almost 75. We definitely should be almost close to retirement by now. So
who?
I'm talking about Kirk Franklin's son.
Hey, David.
Yeah. So yeah, I told them at my thing is when he started talking the way he was, I was like, shit, I was disappointed in Kirk Franklin because at that point, I don't even really care about what we're talking about. I told him just drop the Addy and I will pull up because I feel like we misunderstanding each other, and I feel like once we there, then I feel like that's when the breakthrough can happen. I feel like that's when the real magic
when I
happens.
break out these hands.
Period. You know, I'm definitely finna come see about it.
80 years old, I'm done. I know this is off topic, but my husband and I started a YouTube. I love y'all opinion on the content, and one day maybe collab. Okay, somebody else just reached out to us too about a collab on a podcast.
Yeah. That he's coming.
What's your YouTube channel and what's your content about?
Yeah, drop the YouTube link so we can go ahead and subscribe because we them type of people.
We actually support people.
And then content. I mean, what y'all thinking about doing? You know, it's kind of like, you know.
I think they already got some content up.
Oh, I love y'all opinion. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, drop the link and then we'll go see. I thought maybe you was that was still, you know.
Jazz, sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Jazz, you need to reach out to me. We need to go for lunch or something. But I'm gonna get fine playing. I can't drink and I gotta eat healthy. So just heads up. You can eat whatever you want to eat and you can drink whatever you want to drink. But sis is trying to get fine. Okay.
What is the Springs, right?
They're saying the Springs, but we can meet halfway or I'll drive.
Yeah. Are we still working on that meetup? Because for real, it's been like, man, people have really been like, y'all need to do a meet and greet. We out here, we ready to hang out with y'all. So we trying, y'all. We ain't really trying. We got some stuff in motion. We just trying to, you know, once we get it all safely, how to do it safely. And then I think the platform we're gonna use to tell y'all. So if y'all got Facebook, y'all really need to get in the group because we're gonna start getting active in there and posting stuff like that in the group to where it can reach y'all. Like some of the times the lives, like we can say it on the lives, but not everybody get on. And then some people maybe don't go back and watch them. And then the lives be long too. So it's hard to pinpoint when we said it. Yeah. So we trying to, you know, figure all of that out. But we definitely gonna meet and greet because I know David is out here, Muddy is out here, Jasmine is out here, Gwen and her husband. Have they moved yet? Or is that they said March, so maybe they're out here. I know Angelica and her husband, they've been out here.
Yanni was supposed to come in February. I don't know if she changed her mind.
Okay.
I talked to them about that.
So yeah, so we got people. So what you think about these states opening up like COVID is over? TNT with Mike and Jazz is the channel, and sis, I'd love to meet, and I'm on the get fine plan too, sis. Okay,
for real. I lost 16 pounds. I'm finna get fine on y'all.
Yeah. But back to David. Man, you know what, David?
Conservative states, I was make dumbass decisions.
Yeah, they always doing that shit. And we back, you know, that Texas was the first motherfuckers to open up. I'm like, for real. If y'all just trying to kill people, just say that.
Just tell us.
Just tell us if it's too many people there and y'all ain't got enough resources because it's we open wide and vast and all of this, and that ain't for Texas. That's for all the conservative states. If y'all trying to do that shit and do this mass population control or whatever the fuck, you know, I ain't no fucking theorist or no conspiracy theorist or nothing like that. But I'm like, if y'all trying to do some fuck shit, just say that because
so we can know.
Just tell us. I mean, because I find it fishy that y'all motherfuckers is opening up before everybody is vaccinated, and let's not even get into the whole vaccination shit because that's a whole nother goddamn thing.
Well, Texas ain't about to get vaccinated. You know, that's like right now they ain't even got half the state vaccinated.
Yes, okay, there's a new person. So I started watching your videos because I am curious about Colorado. I knew y'all had black people, but I wasn't sure how many. Yeah, not many at all. It's GG. Yeah, it's not many at all, sis. There's like 0.6.
There is no like for real black people here.
No.
I've met 3 so far. And then the black people
were they
who
from
are,
here?
No.
Right.
Black people who are out of touch from who they are. There's a couple
There's a lot of them.
But
yeah, it's black people in pockets. It's GG. But welcome to the channel. I guess you're new. Where are you from, and how did you find our channel? And are you? Yeah, you said you're thinking about moving to Colorado, so that's good. But yeah, it's not that many black people. I mean,
it's not.
Let's just be honest. It's not that many black people at all. So,
quick question: have any of y'all listened to our first podcast episode?
Oh, that's right, because we do have a podcast, y'all.
We still haven't done a second episode because we trying to like see if people actually like this, or we should change gears. You live in Utah.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be all right because Utah.
Yeah.
Are you Mormon? I'm sorry. Like, that's always a question when you say you live in Utah. I feel that Utah is very kind of like it has this religious feel to it, and I definitely think if you're trying to get away from that, then you'll be all right. I don't feel like you could be free. Oh, okay. So yeah, what's making you want to leave Utah?
Utah's just not the greatest.
I don't like the vibe of Utah. I just don't like the vibe.
I'm not trying to talk about it, but Arizona, Jug 2.
What are you saying about Arizona, Jug 2?
Is it Jug 2 or Jug?
I don't. And are we saying your name right? Sorry.
And because we be messing up names.
We butchering shit around here.
Maybe he's saying he's from Arizona too.
Okay.
Because we did ask where y'all from, so maybe it's Arizona. I am looking for more diversity and opportunities for black professionals.
Go to the South.
Go to the South. I don't know.
Yeah, it is diverse. In the South, it's more black people.
No, I'm not saying to that.
You talking about the black professionals?
No, I'm just talking about the South.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
The mindset and the conservativeness and it is true. I'm not saying that ain't nothing wrong. In the South, you're gonna find plethora. I mean, it's black people spilling over everywhere in the South for sure. So, you
can have some professional opportunities in Colorado, but you're not gonna get the diversity.
No, definitely not. So,
but I would say, if you looking for, if you looking for diversity in your professional life, I would say go to Houston, Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Virginia
Beach, or just
no, it's a place, Hampton, Virginia. And then if you want to go to the East Coast, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, but you're gonna have to live in the suburbs if you want to avoid all the shit. That's a really good place for
black people, y'all. Maryland is a really good.
Baltimore, the outskirts though, but it's expensive, so you gotta be able to make enough money. But the outskirts of Maryland, I would say. Another good place for opportunities for black people is the DMV, period. But again, it's expensive.
It is.
Have we been to Cali? Yes. My cousin lives in Cali.
Yeah, we've been to Cali
several times.
I love Cali, man. But you know what? It's just too damn expensive.
And it's too fake for me.
Yeah. I feel like everybody trying to keep up.
They are. I'm not that type of chick. Like, I'm going to be me regardless. We both like that.
Yeah. I feel like it's pressure to wear. Like, when you're out of LA, I feel like it's pressure to for everything. What's up, Shalia?
What's up, cousin?
What's good, cuz? Anyways, I feel like it's pressure to like be a certain person and wear certain things. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like if I want to go to Walmart and get a shirt, nigga, I want to go to Walmart and get a shirt. I don't have the money for the Gucci and Versace.
We do, but it's an investment account.
You got time for that. Like, I don't want to do that. And I feel like every time I turned, it was just both it was women and men. It was like everywhere we went, it was like somebody just was like, and Gucci this and Gucci that, and they was looking at us because that nigga had on some shit he bought from DD's for $10. I'm not gonna front, nigga, sweatpants. I was comfortable walking around. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna keep it real because all I wear is workout clothes.
So I was just like, shit. The most money I spend on clothes, nigga, like an expensive time for me is Target. Okay,
ballin'.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when you buy shit from Target.
That's what I'm saying. That's my, you feel me? I'm gonna be me. So yeah, I can't do like that's the part of Cali that I really like would really do away with. I love everything else about it.
Like scenery and weather. Beach.
They got some really good diversity too, but you know,
it's so.
Yeah, she said that's me.
For real, girl. I'm not saying that we broke. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm saying that a nigga is gonna be me. I don't gotta be.
Yeah, we very frugal because we very serious about financial planning for our future.
Y'all done been on our lives, and our favorite 2 places to go is Goodwill and Dollar Tree. I'm not from the front. I'll be in there.
Some new ones though.
What? Where
Goodwill? Okay, Goodwill and Dollar Tree is like my low, like the lowest.
Yeah.
Low.
Okay,
and then in the middle for me for like clothes is like Charlotte Russe.
Yeah. Yes.
I love Charlotte Russe.
Yeah.
Charlotte Russe, and then
DD's.
DD's.
I would say, and then high end would be like what?
Target and like Windsor.
Yeah, for sure. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just but no, we like Cali. We went out there a couple times. It's just. I mean, it's expensive here, but dude, for real.
It's the state taxes in Cali that make it worse.
Yeah, and my thing is, it's expensive here. So I never would have thought that, like, that there's places more expensive than Colorado. But when we went out there the first time, dude, it's bad when you like, damn. No, I wasn't even tripping off what I was tripping off of was I was calculating the miles to outside of California for gas. Because I was like, shit, I was like, we got a quarter of the tank, baby. I said, we just push this bitch till let's try to get to Arizona. Like, because we drove one time, like all the way, actually recently, like, what was that, in February?
Yeah, we drove.
So we just drove in February from here, then we stopped in Salt Lake, then we went to her sister house in Vegas, passed through Arizona, went to her cousin house in LA and did the same trip back. But yeah, I was like, fam, almost $4.50 something for gas. I thought I would never see gas almost $5. Like, $4.87, some crazy shit.
That was the spiciest shit. I was like,
I was so glad it was only topping off there because even $20, the motherfucker was laughing at me. Like,
in our little car.
Yeah, we was in our
SUV.
In our little car, our little sport. Yeah,
I wasn't fucking with
you. Who got, by the way, got great gas mileage. It don't take nothing, but like, even when gas out here is high, it's still about maybe $30 to fill up. Like sometimes it might be 30. Like on the highest that I've seen Colorado is 30. Like when I went out there and spent 30, that was probably half a tank when we went to Cali.
Yeah.
So it was bad. And that's our small car. We weren't even in our big truck. So I was so glad we left the truck at home because for real,
it was disrespectful.
It was definitely disrespectful. I was so scared to even think. Was like, shit, we taking the kids. And I'm like, we might want to fly.
Cali is beautiful, but another thing that I don't like about Cali is I don't really see the middle class in Cali, and I don't like places like that. Like, I feel like everybody is either like low living in, I'm talking about Black people. I feel like African-American people in Cali are either like really low and living in these horrible areas, or they like basically living outside of their means to live in a better area. Another thing I don't like about Cali is people are like some of the girls there, like I'm sorry if you from Cali and you on here, but they bubble-headed, they airheaded, they real ditzy, and that shit is annoying.
I would say the motherfuckers from
like the Valley, and shit like that.
The Valley. I would say them the ones is airheaded. Them bitches from Watson shit, they not, because that's the hood.
I mean, they book smart, but there's no
right.
So I don't like places where I feel like there is no true middle class, because then for me that means we gonna be struggling.
Yeah,
or we always gonna be struggling
above our means.
Yeah,
well, you're right. You struggling. You said that. So
one thing we really serious about is putting our children in the best school system that we can offer. And if you in a place where that schools, like all the school systems in your means are not worthy of your children, then we would have to make a decision to live outside of our means. And although we would be all right, we wouldn't be really enjoying life. So I'm not okay with that.
Right. So, yeah. So Jasmine said, I'm investing in my business and I'm a fitness instructor. So workout clothes all day. So yeah.
I'm not a fitness instructor and I still wear workout clothes all day.
That's just her shit. The same thing with me. I don't really get out of the t-shirt, hat, and I got like a bunch of these sweatpants or like shorts. The only reason why I ain't been wearing shorts because it's cold as hell out here. But that's just me all day. Until I go to work or a hood. Oh, I will hoodie your ass down. Like
me too.
Wherever. Yeah, for real. Until I actually like go to work, that's the only time where I'm really like in some actual clothes. And then even then, it's a nicer shirt and some jeans, like some real nice, not like blue jeans, but like some. I can't really think of like some khaki jeans, almost like a mix of that. But it's really never nothing, but I'm still gonna have my Nikes on, like or
Yeah.
some tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? And if I could wear a hat, you damn sure know I'm gonna wear a hat because that's just me. Like we got a closet full of
Nice
we
clothes.
got nice shit. Y'all seen the shit that I got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see mama shit. I know y'all be on the Instagram. Y'all know how she be dressing up sometimes every now and then. You know, she'll pull out some shit on your hat. It's just that that's just who we are.
We simple people.
Yeah, we are. And Callie I just felt like I was just like, I feel underdressed out here.
I don't really feel underdressed.
It's so uncomfortable because I'm still gonna be me, but I just feel like
I don't feel underdressed. I just feel like people that didn't even know me had an expectation.
Yeah,
I'm like,
true,
I don't even
true.
know you.
Yeah, true.
I also don't feel like it's a great place to raise kids.
Yeah, well, in the suburbs it is, but I don't go to LA County, none of that shit.
I don't feel like that either. I feel like because the people with good money go to the suburbs, kind of like they do in Houston. But I feel like everybody is like living this fast life because they famous.
Yeah, well, if I had a choice, like if I was there, then it would be the stuff. I still wouldn't recommend it. But if you got something, I would definitely say just don't go to LA or Long Beach. None of them, the hood areas like Simi Valley, Sherman Oaks, place. Like them type of places, Menifee, all of them little places around there. I'm like, that's better. You know what I'm saying? It's still like you said, because even out there it was still your cousin lived in a bougie ass area, so it was like
but he lived there because he is in the entertainment industry. But I'm like, other people, you got people that be full out superstars that we watch on TV living in condos because it's so goddamn expensive.
Nah, for real.
I don't want to do no shit like that.
And we ain't talking we talking A-list celebrities and not even maybe A-list, maybe they're not that high, but they getting recurring roles. They getting money. That's living in condos. And people be like, oh man, it's a nice ass condo, but let's be honest, they live in there too because they know it's expensive as shit out here. If I ain't nobody making just millions and billions of dollars a year like that. Like, and they making money, but yeah, they live in, let's be honest, they live in modest as hell out there too. So it's like, Cali just expensive, man.
It's a nice place to vacate.
It is a nice place to vacate. That's why I was like, I'll vacate there like a mug. But we had a slide on the way back one time. One of our times we visited LA where we was like, we actually like it out here. And we thought, but then that shit, as we kept going, we was like,
the window down.
Yeah, quick. We was like, you know what? Never mind.
If you want to be close to Cali, I advise you to move to Las Vegas because you could get there in 4 hours.
Oh man, and that's such a good drive too, y'all.
I don't really like Las Vegas either, though. My sister lives in Las Vegas.
Vegas is not the move either, y'all.
I don't think so either. It's fucking hot too in the summer. We about to die.
Shit, it was hot when we went out this one time, and it was day winter basically.
I know.
It was nothing but 70s, and I was like,
I can't handle it. I'm already saying. So we thinking about taking a month-long road trip, taking our kids on a long road trip. What places would y'all like to see? And do y'all even want to see vlogs of that?
Yeah, because we thinking about gassing up the pacer. And getting the food out of here.
Oh my God. Y'all, for real, I'm really concerned that I might lose my foot. Oklahoma? For real?
Maybe you want to see it.
Are you serious? If you live in Arizona and you want to see Oklahoma, trust me, there's nothing to see but flies and racism.
And it's Confederate flags and back in heels. That's all. That's all that's out there waiting for you in Wyoming, since it's just I like Wyoming. I do. So yeah, we can go. I was actually gonna go there for
I like it for scenery, but they got the same shit going that Oklahoma got.
I like there for what is it? Is it
I know it's a state, it's a national
the Teton National Park is up there, which is great, David. I actually want to go there for that. So yeah, we was thinking about there, Montana to pass through too, because of course Yellowstone is there. So yeah, we was thinking about them too.
Is that in Montana?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think that's somewhere else.
No, it's
I want to go to
it's either Wyoming or Montana.
Oklahoma though, Confederate flags, back in heels, racism, and flies, an enormous amount of flies. Oh, and heat. You can't forget the heat. But you might Oh, Tennessee. Yeah, we want to go to Tennessee. Actually, my sister-in-law lives in Tennessee.
So it spans 3 states. So I was like, I was partially correct, but it's in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. It spans all.
Take this note, babe. Montana, Tennessee, and Wyoming. We could put Oklahoma on there because if we get into a situation where we could take that route home to see our family in Texas and pass through Oklahoma, then we'll get you some scenery. But I'm not gonna lie, fam. I'm not gonna be able to stay for long.
Yeah. We don't
even drive through Oklahoma to go to Texas. Nah, for real. Like,
for real.
We be like, let's go to route. Then we go around.
So y'all go through. I'm assuming y'all go through New Mexico, then, like the tip of New Mexico, and then right after New Mexico is Amarillo, Texas. Like y'all like us. Like when we first left here, we didn't give a damn about it. It was so funny because when we planned the route, I'm like the super planner on the routes. She the super planner on everything else. But like the route shit, I don't know why it is. I just got it. I'm cold with that shit. So I'm like, we gonna go here, stop here. This is what's here. Like so. And when I got to the route and we both looked at the first route that went through Oklahoma, we was like, we gotta find another way.
No, I'm not finna do it.
Hell no. We never used to go. No. Oklahoma, one of them places, man. Listen,
it's a couple of places that it's like avoid that shit
at all costs. Alabama is another one.
Mississippi,
that's definitely another one.
Arkansas,
I was just going to say them definitely on the list. Shit. We drove
Oklahoma.
Up that way, Texas, New Mexico here. Yep. So we
did
that's the way
we gonna drive.
And that's the way we gonna drive back from here to Amarillo to Raton, New Mexico. Then after Raton, you got into Pueblo, Colorado, and then bam, you good. But Oklahoma, fam, I'm gonna have to miss that. And plus, two, the other way through there is not that scenic. I know I haven't been to Oklahoma, but
Georgia or Florida.
Yes.
I've been to both of them places.
Georgia or Florida, yeah. Georgia or Florida, both of them kind of cool. Yes, fam. She said New Mexico Raton Pass. Definitely. That's the exact way we came when we drove up here. I was like, fam, I'm not going through no Oklahoma. I'm going to do everything in my power not to go through Oklahoma. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, too, it's not as scenic because, you come through once you get like past Pueblo, Colorado, a little bit. You start to get on the outside of Colorado Springs, and you live there now. But coming through there, man, that was like one of the best parts. Is coming through there. You go the other way. You going through like Lyman and like basically Strasburg, but then you kind of come down at an angle to come down, and that's just all flat land. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Oklahoma's gonna be a no. Florida. Oh, let me put them on here. I'm making a note. So Montana, Tennessee. Tennessee.
It's right there. He spelled it right. Thank you.
You must be from
right.
Tennessee because you the only 10 I see.
Oh my God! You trying to give me back because I smoked your ass earlier.
Yeah, no, she smoked my ass earlier. We be doing these little pickup line competitions.
Y'all tell me who pickup line y'all thought was better. He said, you must be from Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see. Earlier I said, baby, you so fine, I had to write a check.
I ain't gonna lie, she killed that shit. She killed that shit, y'all. For real, she killed that shit. Shit. Well, let me tell you my damn route number then. Shit, go make the deposit. Florida looked pretty lit for spring break. Plenty of brothers. Yeah, it was. Florida is always crazy. I wouldn't recommend Florida for
not for a family.
Not for a family. And two, Vegas is hot. Florida is hot. Okay, and then on third, they always getting their ass smacked with hurricanes. So
bust upside the head like Ike.
So,
like when they named that one hurricane Ike, I was like, how fitting.
Yeah, for them.
Yes.
So Georgia. What else did they say? So they said Montana, Georgia. Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, and
Wyoming.
Oh, Wyoming. That's which one I was missing.
What place in Georgia? ATL.
Yeah, that's probably the places.
Welcome to Savannah, Georgia is pretty nice. Jasmine said I won. I'm trying to tell you that, and I thought of it all by myself.
Yeah, because the Tennessee shit is kind of. I didn't hear people say that before, like. So I was just, but I'm gonna be back. That's okay. 1-0. I'm gonna be back.
I said another line the other day about basketball. What did I say?
Please don't tell them that one.
Why?
That one was bad, babe.
Babe, that was a good way.
No, don't tell them that.
Can you please stop hating on me?
I'm not,
tell
baby.
Our family what I said.
Listen, I'm trying to be.
I asked him if he wanted to play basketball. And then he said.
You said, so are we going to play basketball?
I asked him if he wanted to play basketball.
And I said, yeah.
And then I said, do you want to be on defense?
See what I'm saying? That's not good, y'all. Don't y'all be on here pumping her up.
That was
don't
such a
get
good
on
one.
Here.
But what happened that night? Did you play defense or not?
I played defense, offense. I had to sit on the bench a little bit because I had to take a rest. Came back, halftime, full court, all-star. We did all of that.
The punchline was worth it. Shit, you're going to have to start giving me my credit because what happening is you hating because you don't have this game like I got. Oh my
God, y'all. Listen, please don't get on here and pump her up.
Please tell him that is a good punchline.
It's not, y'all. Please don't tell me
it's
good punchline. I feel like, I don't know. It's just, oh, mama. Now your check line, I'm fucking with that one. That one right there hit. David said crickets. Real, David, you are a fool.
That's how you gonna do me. For real. It's okay. I ain't gonna ask you if you want to play basketball no more. Nah, don't fade into the dark now.
She gonna ask me if I'm what she'll gotta ask me if we go play basketball because we gonna play basketball.
Whatever. There was a good pickup line, and it picked him up. So
she got points because of for the scheme. I see where she was going with the basketball, defense, offense. She know I'm a sports guy too, so that was another reason why I was like, okay. I see you putting your feet in. You'd have done your research, so I was more hype on that part. You know, the words I was just like, but okay, but I see.
What's the punchline you said at the kitchen the other day?
When
at nighttime when the kids were sleeping, we was in there getting a snack.
I don't remember.
Like the first one better see.
Okay, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
I like how you didn't put me down for that.
Like David.
You know what I'm saying?
David
just came on here and basically smacked my ass to the computer. I like the fact that you knew how to word that. Words is everything.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know what I said in the kitchen. You know, we just said some fly shit. Now that I think about it, I just cannot remember what we said.
I said another one the other day when we got the shower. You remember?
No, what'd you say?
I don't remember. That's what I was asking you.
No, I don't.
Basically, I be winning though. Maybe he didn't like that one, but I do be winning.
She might got like 2. The score might be right now like 5 to like 3.
You said a real bad one the other day on the couch. I couldn't even. I was just like, no. You remember? We sit on the couch.
Oh yeah, but what did I say?
I don't know, but I remember being like,
I was trying to mash up 2 words together, and it didn't work out. Ooh, what did I say? I can't remember, y'all. That one was bad.
It was worse than the basketball.
It was worse. I would say that for sure.
I can't remember, but I was just like, I didn't even laugh.
Y'all ever had that moment where it's in your head? It's like it sounded great. It's like 2 things. It sounded great, or it didn't come out the way you intended it to. So that's what happened with mine. But I had to step away for a few minutes. But what happened to the lives the past couple of weeks, or did I miss it?
So you just gonna call us out for our inconsistency, huh?
You know what, man? Life didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Life ain't happened. We've been at this whole chilling.
Damn.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't gonna lie to y'all. We just sometimes ain't been wanting to fuck with it.
Well, we went on vacation.
Yeah, we came back.
Did we do a live? I think we did a live after
We did a live after vacation.
And then
it has been a couple weeks. After we got home, we had to basically after we came home from vacation, y'all know how that is. You come home from vacation. Well, for us, so we got all the kids and all that. So it was like we settled into that. And then really, I mean, life ain't been happening, but really, I mean, we've been on doctor's appointments, went to the dentist. So we was out, we just had regular stuff. It wasn't really nothing crazy.
We have been doing like all of our doctors and dentist appointments.
I mean, for the last month, we done went to the dentist like
a million times.
I know y'all see the pearly whites now, you know what I'm saying?
Because when we first moved here, we didn't get the chance to get our
acclimated.
Yeah, acclimated. And then like very shortly after, pretty much like after we had been here for less than a year, while we was getting acclimated, the pandemic hit. So we was
and so we was real and and then when that happened, we were real skeptical because I was skeptical. And I wasn't going to no dentist
Not to open my mouth.
Not to open my mouth, so and I don't know where the fuck your mouth been at. I mean, mask on or not. But so yeah, we have been doing that this whole month. Us and then all the kids had went. Like our daughter just got some stuff done. The other daughter got something done. We still got one more to get something done.
Get some braces.
Yeah, and then we had went. Then we went to the regular doctor because we finally found all of that.
Yeah.
We just went to the doctor today. Me and the oldest one and the baby. The baby had like a little cold, so I went, and then the oldest one had some blood work, and so she. It's regular stuff.
Yeah,
we ain't really
just trying to take care of our family. We've been, honey.
Yeah, it's just, and then we got a family. It's just that's how I do. So, no, but you ain't missed nothing because we didn't post no live. Like the last one you was on. She said, y'all booked and y'all been booked. And
we took all the kids to the dentist. We went to the regular doctor. I had to go to a weight loss doctor. And then I also went to the woman's doctor. Then we had to go to the dentist. We still got 2 more kids that got to go to doctor's appointments.
Mm-hmm.
We got had to get one of our children a therapist. It's like a whole bunch of, and then also we've been kind of like working with our kids too, because our oldest 2 kids, I don't know what the hell wrong with them, but for real.
Oh, and also, I mean, Chilia, you did miss this. We also remember on the last live, we was telling y'all about moving. So we had been like really
trying to dig into that.
We really was digging into that too. So that was taking a while. But for the people that just got on or don't know, that we just decided to stay. So that's gone. So that was another reason why I was like that, because for real, we was waking up every morning like, we had a bunch of little states and stuff that we was thinking of. So we was like either filling out applications, looking at different type of homes, like school systems. We was doing a bunch of different stuff.
Research.
We was doing a bunch of research too. So we was just basically adulting. Let's just say we were adulting. So
then one of our kids got the damn bombshell on us. We had to deal with that. We've been parenting.
Yeah, we just been parenting, y'all. So yeah, but we decided to stay. We over the mess of trying to leave and trying to figure it out, and we feel like we got some signs from the universe and the signs from God, whatever you believe in. We feel like we did some things that spoke to us, and we just gonna go with that because that's always been the sounding backboard when me and her can't come to an agreement. So, we just gonna relax. So, Shalia, we did decide on there. We just gonna stay where we are. We, in Denver area. We love the Springs, but we figure we just gonna stay here, keep the opportunity. Not that the Springs don't have opportunities, but for us and all that, we just, we like the accessibility of being where the main part is. Let's just say that. Not saying that Sea Springs don't, because they have their own little ecosystem of stuff down there too that's just bumping. I mean, they got stuff, and then even like Fort Collins and Boulder and all those other little places too have stuff too. So, but no, we just decided, listen, we just gonna stay put. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna be here, and we happy with that. We came to that decision, and we straight on that. So, yeah, we not even gonna, why we ain't gonna mess with God's plan. We're gonna keep it at that. So yeah, and Jug 2, man. I hope I'm saying your name right, Jug 2. Yeah, man, Colorado is nice, man. I mean, it definitely is nice. It I no joke, brother. The scenery is really uncomparable to whatever, you know what I'm saying, not used to. I'm from Texas, so it really ain't no scenery. But yeah, it's nice, man. It is. It got its drawbacks, but it definitely is nice. And that's another reason too. It's liberal here. I mean, it's so many, it is diversity. You gotta go to it, but I like that. I would rather be in that place than not have nothing. So it is diverse when you go like downtown, and it's just it's starting to become a melting pot. I feel like in the next 5 years, Denver will get the diversity that it is. I feel like people are just now coming. You got a lot of people from the weed, perspective that's just out here for that. But I mean, it is, man. You come out here and you can see the potential for the growth. And I think that's what really, and it's for us, I mean, no brainer. Anything that for our kids is definitely priority number 1. So we're gonna always make sure we put our kids in a position, and let's be honest, the schools are fucking fantastic. Okay, girls get a great education here. My girls get such a good education, and then they like it too. I'm glad that they're not in the South with that mindset, and they want to be free and liberal, and things like that. So, a lot of stuff weighed into it. But you know what? I know for sure, 100%, we had already concurred with each other and actually conferred with each other. This is the best decision. So, it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's nice. Like I said, it got its drawbacks, but it's definitely by 5 more years, it's gonna have that diversity that is that we talking about is lacking. It's still people coming and it's growing. Denver is growing for sure. Colorado is growing, but yeah.
But can I have some leg growing?
Oh yeah, of course.
No, you don't have to go that far. I just
yeah, but we good. They said that we decide on. I noticed at work around where I live, there are a lot of East. Yeah, it is, David. It is. Actually, when we were in Aurora, man, it was a bunch. It was a lot of Africans. It was a lot of East Africans. Like, I can't, because I hate
I love African people.
I can't think of the actual name of the race, but you know what I'm talking about, though. Mm-hmm. When for the kids' school, remember we kept seeing a bunch of the I don't want to say, I don't know what race they are, but they East Africans is what they were saying. But it's a bunch.
Isn't the race African?
No, it's actually like Tanzanian,
No, but I think
Libyan
race is the color related one.
Oh, right.
The race ethnicity. The race ethnicity is the color related.
Okay.
Race is origin and country.
It's origin and country. You're right. So you're right.
They are African.
Yeah, that's
nationality.
Right. Okay. Right. You're right, Shalia. My bad.
I gotta start back reading because
you know what I'm saying. You're on the open.
She's still in college. I retired my college brain for now.
I'm in college right now too, but I'm solid there. But yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah, you're right, David. It is a bunch of East Africans that are in around those areas as well too. In Aurora, man. I mean, well, Aurora, it's the hood, so of course you're gonna see the most. But in there, like our kids' school,
didn't get stolen.
Yeah, no, our starter didn't get stolen in Aurora. But our kids' old school, man, they were a lot there too. So yeah, I noticed that too. But yeah, they was asking if we make a decision on the Springs. I just told them, yeah, we probably most likely gonna stay put. But I think
I don't know if we're gonna go to the
I don't think we are. And I was just explaining for us is accessibility and where we are now. We just feel like if we're gonna be somewhere, that's probably gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? Like around Denver and all of that. So and let's be honest, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When we was on this, we really never was 100% comfortable with moving. I didn't want y'all,
That's why we didn't say.
That's why we didn't say, because we knew it was a possibility, but when it fell through, we really both looked at each other and was like, "Whew, good," because we really didn't feel 100% and pull that trigger on it anyway. So she said, "Can she get your email?" Not sure if you had the chance to accept her on IG.
Yeah, you on my. We just seen you on Instagram the other day. We was scrolling. Message me on You trying to get my email to find me on Instagram? If you're trying to get it for something else, then just message me on Instagram and I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So we never was 100% anyway. So that was the thing. Once that fell through, we was like, cool. Because we didn't both say we like living here. That's not, that's one of the things we both like. We really do. It's been some days where we was researching and knew we might have to move, where we might have been driving around and we just be like, I like living here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we was okay with the decision. It didn't happen. So
no, we didn't talk about that shooting in Boulder. What we talked about in the first beginning before you got was Derrick Jaxn and Kirk Franklin.
But that shooting in Boulder, yeah, that was crazy. I just told her, she didn't even know. Yeah. I was like, did you know that they had another mass shoot? So listen, this was crazy. I was reading an article on that, and then this guy, this was like one of the most heartbreaking shit I had read. This guy was basically like, I have lived through 4 mass shootings in Colorado in my lifetime. And the sad part is that there could be a lot more. And like, how could one place have that many shootings? So I didn't know it was one in Aurora. We all know about Columbine. There was Boulder, and then they had
the Aurora one was at the movie theater.
That's right. That's right. You showed right. Batman thing. And then he named somewhere else. I want to say he said, damn, wow. For some reason I want to say he said Colorado Springs, but but I feel like he said like Denver. But I just thought that was crazy,
Why
man.
are
Like,
there so many shootings in Colorado?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea. Like that is one of the things that I didn't even think about when we moved here. Was that they got like this state is? They said that like has the most of that. I really couldn't even tell you why it's so many shootings.
And you know, I don't know because they have really good health care. Like it's pretty accessible.
Yeah.
And not pretty. It is accessible.
It is accessible.
And like it's a lot of mental health awareness.
I definitely feel like that.
The gun laws is not loose.
Even though it is a liberal state, they really actually you really can't even like hunt and stuff that like where because they have the hunting season. You cannot even do that out of season, and you can't even do that in like some of the looser seasons. Like even then, it's so many restrictions around that because I guess because of all the mass shootings. So I really don't even know, man. Like I just read the article. He walked into a King Supers and just was shooting. Like
I don't know.
I really couldn't even tell you why.
We just had the one where the dude killed the Asian women. I
Atlanta.
feel like it's a problem for America, period, because we have not taken like the process to get a weapon very seriously. Yeah. That's how I feel. Like I got, I believe in the right to bear arms, but I do feel like it needs to be a stricter process.
Definitely.
And quite
I just
honestly,
read that was about to actually roll out new laws for that.
Who?
Joe Biden, because of what happened in Boulder. He heard what happened, and I just read today that that's basically his shit this week is that he about to erase what Trump did because basically he did some more stuff.
We had a lot while Trump was in office.
So he's about to erase that, but he said he's really about to get like really strict, and they just really for real the semi-automatic and the automatic weapons definitely I just feel like need to be banned. I mean, you can still kill somebody with anything else, but the accessibility to those type of weapons is way too loose. Like way too loose for something like that. Like it need to be, like you said, it need to be some other stuff.
Jasmine, please can we not even get started on white privilege because my irritation level with that subject is very bad. So you already know. We only know Karen's, Becky's, or Donald's, or Dr. Doolittle's getting on my live, and I don't want to cuss nobody out tonight. Let's not even talk about the leverage that white privilege has in crimes like this that really irritates the fuck out of me, to be honest.
White privilege.
No, please.
They're not even talking about crimes. It's just how they get away with fuck the crimes. They get away with everything. And so yeah, I thought that was BS too. I seen that shit. They was walking his ass out, and I was like, had that been
probably gave his ass some water in the car.
I'm just glad people like for real, and I don't want nobody, Dr. Doolittle. I don't want nobody to take this wrong. I'm just glad that I didn't choose that profession because I couldn't be. I'm sorry, my emotions would be somewhere totally different to where people that are in there, they know who it is. I couldn't be it. But yeah, let's not even get down that road because
I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't. And let's not even get on the Asian women being killed either because I had an unpopular opinion about that a lot of people on my Facebook didn't like. But not saying that anybody deserved to die because that was some bullshit.
Definitely.
Right.
So, but
not saying that at all. But let's not get on none of that.
LOL, I got you.
For real, because y'all know how that white privilege shit irritates me.
I know how we get, and that should irritate everybody. I think y'all irritated too, but yeah, I don't know, man. I really couldn't tell you why so many mass shootings.
That's probably a personal conversation between me and you.
So I just think that, man, I feel bad, dog, because people just losing their lives left and right. And Shalia said earlier, up in the comments, that the sad part about it is the quarantine ending is there will be more mass shootings. And yeah,
I don't know if it'll be more. It's been out of control for a while.
Yeah, it has been. But I think now, Shalia talking about speak on it. Yeah. So it's
I don't know.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
It is.
It's really just ridiculous. And at this point, for real, we had to break from the shootings. We had a break from the shootings during lockdown.
Is it a lot of shootings in Arizona too, Shalia?
Like that happens a lot or frequently but
yeah, the process to get a gun, it's not hard. It's really not hard at all. I think, I don't know. They need a better, but then if I'm just being honest, I feel like when you think about a process, you have to see both sides of it. And if there's a more strenuous process to get it going, I feel like it'll be redlining for black people. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll use that to redline black people to get guns. Shalia, you fucking stupid. I can't.
I'm not gonna.
And
I'm
I
not
won't.
even gonna do that with you tonight, cuz she said just crazy bitches killing their kids here. Oh my god! So Arizona's enough. Is what I got from that. Don't move to Arizona if you got kids, cuz probably in Phoenix, but not up here in northern Arizona. Oh yeah, you said you was in Flagstaff, right? He said it's snow. Hell, we in the snow right now too. He said it up here earlier. I didn't mean to skip over you or think you made you think I skipped over your comment. Yeah, we in the snow right now too. But yeah, I heard about Flagstaff too. They're a little smaller and slower, but yeah, I don't know, man. The gun process is definitely.
I think too. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
I think too with women, and the whole issue of like children being killed and stuff by women. I do feel like I'll say for being somebody who has experienced healthcare on both ends of the spectrum. Like my first two children, me and Trey was, I would say, I would consider us poor. Like we wasn't, we wasn't like we wasn't homeless and our kids didn't go without. But
it was definitely.
I had Medicaid when I had both of them. Because in Texas, you can work and still have Medicaid. You just can't make over a certain amount of money for your family size, including the unborn child. So I had Medicaid with both of them. And when I had our second daughter, I had very bad postpartum depression. And I really did not even realize that I had postpartum depression because I was young when I had Christian. I turned 21 in the hospital, right? And so I was really young, like in my mother, she really wasn't there. Like when she wasn't in the hospital and stuff with me. And then honestly, if I'm just being honest, my mom, like she was really a motherly mom and she had her reasons, but that's neither here nor there. But I didn't have anybody there to explain to me like what Black people call the baby blues was really postpartum depression.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I was going through. I just thought I was like overwhelmed and stuff. And I had to figure it out on my own. And where I figured it out was at the WIC office. The lady who was the nutritionist at the WIC office, because I was breastfeeding, I was telling her how I was feeling, thinking like, she gonna tell me, I'm young and I'm not even. I'm thinking like she gonna tell me I'm not eating right or I'm not doing this or that, It helped me like fix it in a natural way. But I was really like depressed and, I wasn't to the place where I felt like I would do something to my children. But at the same time, I didn't trust myself to be alone with them. And I would always tell Trey that because I was so overwhelmed. But then on the other side of the spectrum, when it came to the healthcare system, when I had my youngest two children, we was very financially stable and I had private insurance through my job or either trade job on whichever baby it is. And there was the way that I was treated was extremely different. Like, I don't know if it was just because I was in Texas or what, but this is my personal experience. Like, they gave me so much education about postpartum. They screened me so many times for postpartum depression, and I was able to get a whole bunch of help for postpartum depression with specifically my third daughter, because I had her right after the death of my mother, right before the death of with my fourth daughter, because I had her shortly after the death of my mom. And then I kind of already had postpartum from my third daughter because my mom died when she was 8 months. And a lot of women don't know that you can have postpartum up until like 24 months. It could be diagnosed as postpartum and roll over into actual depression. And so like the way that the healthcare system treats like low income or impoverished mothers, I mean, I'm not surprised that people kill their children. Like, and I'm not giving them a pass at all. I'm just saying that when you like under the poverty line, all they want to do is get the baby out of you and pass your ass along.
It's you just another number.
Yeah, and they give you all of this health care for the baby, but they don't give you no continuous care for yourself. So I can see how that could happen. You know, everybody not smart enough to be and everybody don't have a relationship with their spouse or even a spouse like I have to be able to say, I'm literally scared of being alone with our children. Don't leave me. And then they make whatever decisions they have to make to do that. So, I mean, think about how many people having kids by themselves because the daddy don't even want to be there. So,
yeah,
I can understand it, although I feel bad for the little babies.
Right.
Trey, is that you rapping on your earlier videos? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, you talking about on my channel, Jug too? Yeah,
what you mean on your channel?
I mean like on the Trey Steamer, not our, or because we don't have no videos of me.
No, he talking about the intro where you was the song.
Oh yeah, on our intro to our videos. I'm sorry, I thought you because I had that Bible freestyle and some other stuff on my regular channel. So I didn't know if he was talking about that. Yeah, that is me. That's a song that actually she wrote, and I just went and rap. But yeah, I do rap, but or used to rap. However you present past tense. I don't actively make music, but yeah, that is me. Even longer than 24 months.
Even longer than 24 months.
And then, everybody wants to live in Flagstaff, and they got a housing crisis. Yeah, the system is not made for people to get out of poverty, not even to survive life
at all.
So true, definitely, yeah, David. It's not in any way built to even advance anybody. I mean, because there's so much. I mean, if it was, it wouldn't be so hard for, you know what I'm saying, when people are on things, when they on in poverty, like SNAP and all of this stuff. It, you know, if you've ever been on it, and then you know, like, it ain't just always that. It's always something extra. Like, yeah, we gonna give you this, but like, you got to go, you know, do whatever you need to do to qualify and stay qualified and do all this stuff. And they will cut your shit off for, I mean, nothing.
It's almost like you can't be successful because they got you doing so much shit that amounts to nothing.
Yeah, and so like for us, when we were young too, we figured out really quick because, I mean, we've been on it and, you know, used it because that was just what it was. But
you got to have an action plan.
Yeah, but for us, it was like they were saying okay, they're gonna give us TANF, which is
basically welfare.
This
when we had our first starter.
But then they would say, "Oh, we would give you this, but you can't make more than so much in a month." And I think it was like $800. And I'm like, well, realistically,
even if
we gotta stay on $800. Like we was getting maybe like $400 or $500 a month for the check. Like they would write, you know, post it to us or give it to us on the check, and it would be like, so y'all saying I can get this, but then can't make this extra money. But realistically, my bills still over exceed that. Even at that time when everything was basic apartment. I mean, we didn't have 2 kids or maybe 1 kid. Well, it was probably about 2 kids. I think we had Christian at that time.
No, but this was before Christian.
But even then it was like, how do you expect somebody to go and, you know what I'm saying, I might as well just go ahead and try to find me an actual job. I got on this to try to help, but y'all talking about I can't make a certain amount of money. So it's like, in what world can it, let's just say $800, where am I going and not making $800 in a month at?
Well, I feel like it's like,
so then you got that fear because it's like, well, they giving me this free and then I don't really got to go to work. But then it's like
don't say it like that because people gonna misperceive you and then we gonna have to cut somebody out. It's not that we didn't want to go to work. We was both full-time college students.
No, I didn't say that.
You just said I might as well just use like it's not. The verbiage that you use just made me think that because I don't want nobody coming for you and I have to cuss them the fuck out. We were both full-time college students and we needed to be able to go to school full-time. And so it's a trap. It's just like either you give it up and just try to make it on your own, or they put you through so many hoops to do it.
I guess I didn't convey it right.
No, I understood you, but
But that's what I was saying. Not like you don't want to go to work. It's a trap because it make you feel like, well, I can't go make $800 in a month, so I'm not gonna be able to go out and find a job. So I might as well
security.
Right. So I might as well stay on this when realistically what they giving you is not enough either. It's like I got on this to help, and then I need this, and plus I need to go find a job as well. So I can get up, and then once I'm off, I'm good because I didn't already, you know what I'm saying? I didn't got to a place where I'm up and doing all that. But you saying pick either or, and I'm like, that's how people get trapped because they feel like, well,
yeah,
I can't go out and work, so I might as well just stay on this when realistically what they're giving you, and then to deal with all that hassle, it's like, that's why I was like, you might as well go ahead and go to work or do something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, David. Sacrifice the future to live in the present.
That's right.
That's the truth.
That's exactly that. Man, that's a perfect. That's so
verbiage.
Perfect. That's perfect.
I'm gonna say it like this. This is what I sat down and told Trey. I'm like, we got to figure out a way to work the system so we can get out of this shit. If you know how to work the system and you can strategize, then
you definitely can.
You can come out ahead for a stepping stone.
We definitely work.
But if you don't, you would get trapped in that shit.
Yeah, we definitely did that, and you know, we definitely worked the system. Like, and I'm glad because for me, you know, two totally different backgrounds. Like, you know, I wasn't. You know, I had never known nothing like that. So when I got on it, I was one of those people that, you know, probably would have got caught up. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her to be like, listen, like she just said, listen, we got to come up with a plan because I seen this shit. This shit can go real bad, real quick. And we not living our lives like that. So, you know, I'm grateful that, you know, I had somebody. But yeah, you take a look and sit down and really like figure that out because, I mean, you know, and they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I was just going to say, I view the Health and Human Services system like I view jail. It's like
I was just gonna say
it's basically a new form of
incarceration.
Well, no, I don't feel like that. What I feel that it is not mass incarceration in that way. It's this ideal of putting somebody in jail for rehabilitation, but not giving them no fucking resources to actually make it in life when you go out. And also giving them this kind of like stamp on their back where they can't even really be successful even if they wanted to.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Like, you know, the system does a lot of shit that I feel like is really stupid. If you really want to help somebody, why would you give a brand new teenage mom an apartment by herself and then just leave her there? Yeah, that's why the statistic is she gonna end up getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like they put us in like public housing and all of this shit, and then it's like that's not. Yeah, she need a place to stay. I'm okay with her having a place to stay, but there needs to be a set amount of time, and it needs to be a time period and some type of resource to where she can be able to provide for her child on her own, like some type of trade school, some type of like.
I was going to say that
skill set
to be restructured because
you know it's working for what they want them to work.
Right.
They want you to be dependent on them because Black people are the largest consumer in the United States, really in the world. But as long as I keep you in this poor ass mindset, then you'll continue to be my consumer.
And that's what she said. It's meant to keep you in the same situation. So we was right to get out, which is correct. It really don't get no matter how much they approve you for, no matter how many food stamps come, no matter how many you in that same situation.
Because you shouldn't have to make a choice. I don't like the way they transition you out of food stamps either. Because first of all, there's 3 pounds I got with food stamps. I'm not fronting nobody who got food stamps. We've had food stamps. But my thing is the first problem I got with food stamps, the program, the way the program is set up. The first problem I got with is a lot of people fuck off food stamps because they don't know how to grocery shop. So
now we need the resource on how to grocery.
So when you go to get food stamps, they should really put you through a course like they do at WIC.
That's what I was saying.
And teach you how to budget.
That's what I was saying when I said it need to be restructured.
Yeah.
There need to be some more stuff surrounding it.
And then the second problem I have with food stamps is there's no proper transition for somebody to get off of food stamps and not be hurting themselves. Because what they do is they put you in a position where either one, I gotta lie and chance getting in trouble by not reporting a change in income, or number two, I gotta make a decision between taking a great job opportunity that could be better for my family and feeding my kids.
Yeah.
This month.
Because basically it's on 1 month and then the next month that shit is just gone.
Right.
So,
once you make the income, it's gone.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's raw like that. So yeah, that's what I was saying as far as it needs to be restructured. I'm like, I'm cool with whatever it is, and it probably, we saying it need to be restructured, but you was right. They know what they're doing, so of course they're not gonna do that because that would be too much like right. But they need to be. If I'm gonna get food stamps, then you need to tell me, okay, this is how you go grocery shopping, like this is how you budget, this is how you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, people get thousands of dollars in food stamps and
they blow it or they sell them.
They sell them, yeah.
Here's another problem I have with them. It's like, say you get a new job. And they like, oh, you got to report your income the next month, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody know, like, if you down on your luck and everything, you know what I'm saying, and you get a new job, the first thing you're going to do is what? Secure your shelter.
Right.
I don't have money for food. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get my kids into a safe place. I'm trying to get beds, at least for my kids.
Stuff for the house. I got to make sure the lights is on. I got to make sure everything in the house is correct. So you're right. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't have money for food. So they really need to give you a transitional time.
To get off.
Like maybe a 60 to 90 day period where it's like, okay, we know you working, but on this day, your stamps is going to end. To kind of help you because
and then I feel like as that go on, maybe you getting 800, but in that transition
they kind of move it down.
It's like, okay, you're gonna get $650 for this month. And the next month you're gonna get $550 or $450, and then this next month is the last month, so you're gonna get the least, maybe $250, because and them times it's like I can pay half, and then I have food stamps for the other half. But it's like as you going through that, you mentally preparing because you
learning how to budget with your own money.
And I was about to say, you learning how to budget with your own money. So when it's time to really be like, okay, it's done, you good, because you just had 3 months basically forcing you to have to use your own money and basically teaching you how to budget. Like, you're not getting all that, so I'm gonna have to put some of my real money into it, and that's how I do that. Then the second month is even more. This third month gonna be really, really like, so then when it come for that fourth month where ain't nothing there, you good. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like literally January you get the most, and then February 1st, that's it. Fuck you later. See you bye.
That's it.
And it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You got a job? Bye.
Right. Or you, like you said, you faced with the thing of, dang, February coming, I'm going to have to recertify so I can. But then you like.
Not even recertify. You could be in the middle of your thing, but you have to report your income because that's a federal crime.
You're right. So, yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to go to jail with no fucking food stamp.
So, yeah, you're right. It don't help the root. It don't help the root. It's just Band-Aid.
It's like the pimping. Yeah, it really is, because they doing all of this shit. And I had this conversation with a Caucasian person the other day that was very upset with me because I said this. And I'm like, you can't talk to me about the system because, bitch, I lived through it and fought my way out of it.
Period.
And my thing is this. I said, I let her get her whole spill out about how Black people need to stop complaining, this, that, and the third. And then I hit her with my usuals, and then I hit her with some real shit. The first thing is, Black people can complain as long as we want to because we built this motherfucker. Our ancestors built this motherfucker. We wouldn't be complaining if you didn't come pick us up from wherever the fuck you picked us up from. So that's number one. The second thing is there's so many fucking traps set up for us that if you got to be a motherfucking hopscotch king or queen in order to avoid all of them motherfuckers. So you can kiss my ass on that. And the third thing is, bitch, don't play with me. The reason why y'all don't take the time to educate us with that shit is because that means that y'all have to teach us financial literacy, which means that we will grow up or we would get out of that situation and be a competitor for you. I was
just finna say.
And whatever it is that you're doing. So
let's be honest.
Let's be honest, bitch.
Know that ain't right. But I mean that they don't want that. I'm talking about
exactly.
That ain't right. So, and David, man, you brought up a good point. You said there are a lot of systems set up to help you with help people like Job Corps or AmeriCorps with good intentions, but they are ran poorly. Man, the workforce back home, I felt the same way. They had some good stuff going on. They just was, underfunded. I felt like they were ran poorly as hell too. I feel like a lot of this stuff that they did too was just like, I don't know. They did a lot, and I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning of our marriage, that was my shit. I got at least 3 of my first jobs from the work source. Like I went there, and I got at least 3 jobs. But you know, they did good stuff. But you're right, they were definitely ran poorly.
But workforce is the government. They part of the government. They have state funding. He talking about Job Corps. And AmeriCorps, those privately funded.
Got you. Ones, yeah, my cousin went off to one of those.
You didn't have a GED.
They would go get you
a trade.
Yeah.
I agree with him. I feel like the concept of them are very good, but where I feel like they went wrong is I really feel like they should have positioned themselves as a community college, so they could have positioned themselves for federal funding, and that would have allowed them to spread their wings a little bit more and get people who can actually run the shit properly. That's where they fucked up.
Yeah, my cousin
they went with private funding.
My cousin went, and yeah, I think Cheap Poo went, and they was like, oh yeah, come, they got a campus. Yeah, you're right. And she went there, stayed for a little bit, like housing and stuff. I remember that.
Like you lived there.
Yeah, like you lived there. It was a big thing, but you're right. Yeah, they definitely fell through. I forgot about them. That was so long ago that
the concept
was good. Yeah. So I did get it mixed up. So never mind my last point. I'm thinking two different totally things. The worst source still was ran poorly too, though.
Yeah, the United States of America is ran poorly.
yeah. So but you're right, David. Man, that was a good point. But yeah, you're right. You get stuck in that same loop, and man, you're right, Shalia, that it didn't pan out the way that they thought it did too. They had, like she said, my wife, like Coach said, they had the concept together, but it just you got to put some right people in that for something like that to happen. And I just think. Yeah, good concept, very bad execution, very bad.
I think a big problem that Job Corps and AmeriCorps had was they didn't have they needed a plethora of counseling. Like you would see your career counselor, but the career counselor didn't really do like counseling shit. And then a lot of people that end up in a position where they have to come there, it's like they have so much other stuff that's against them. They really needed to have a social work / counseling a segment to that to help people stay motivated.
Yeah.
Too. And they messed up with that because one of the reasons why they had so much problem.
People left.
Yeah, but one of the reasons why they had so much problems with funding is because they didn't have enough of a graduation rate or a success rate.
Yeah.
And so private investors not gonna keep giving you their money when you're not proven. I actually feel like they got a 401c3 or a 501c3 or whatever it is, because they kind of like was a non-profit situation.
Yeah.
And they wasn't able to get funding because they couldn't prove that the program was successful. And so the problem with that I don't think they accounted for, the issues that I don't think they accounted for was a lot of these people are already dropouts. Why couldn't they be successful before? And is that going to impact them in their journey with us? And they didn't come up with any way to combat that situation, and that they had a really big dropout rate, and it was ran poorly. It was just bad.
Everybody from what my dad's side of the family, well, my mom's side of the family there too, but they live in a small country, and everybody who basically did that route where they didn't finish high school, whatever, everybody went to Job Corps and everybody left. Like, I remember I never knew nobody, no extended family. Everybody that went left in the middle or went down there a month or two or whatever and didn't go. Like,
they never finished.
Yeah. So, you're right.
And it was kind of like a high school that you could sleep at. It's like people was leaving their whole pregnant, all kinds of shit.
I mean, it was just bad.
Life was really worse off than it was when they came here.
Yes, you're right. Because, and people just went and couldn't succeed. And I don't think that shit. I mean, but that shit, I remember when it was out, that was a huge thing. Everybody was going to Job Corps, but nobody could, or in America, but nobody could really finish that.
Nobody could. And actually, I think the concept is great because I really believe in the trade category.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people force their kids to go to school that's not built for college. And trades, you can make a good living on trades.
Oh, you can make some money having a trade.
That's what our grandfathers and them did. Really, you didn't see the income. You didn't really see Black men having such a hard time providing for their families until they took away all these manufacturing jobs, which I feel like they did on purpose.
But
so
trades,
I feel like.
Especially back home, anything in the oil and gas industry, I don't know motherfuckers it is, but I knew motherfuckers, or at the chemical plants, I knew motherfuckers who was making like $24 an hour to just sweep. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make some money. And even if it's just that, I mean, but people actually go and they do stuff, because I remember the oil rig stuff was high. Even then, $2,500, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. It's like people weren't even doing that. You weren't even, most people weren't making that they full-time job at a McDonald's or something as a mid-level manager or whatever, So yeah, I mean, you can make some money. I told plenty of people, hell, even at one time I thought, I was like, what was the license called? Everybody was a TWIC card. Everybody was like, I gotta go get a TWIC card to do all this stuff.
Yeah, and that shit was
you know what I mean? But yeah, you can make some money doing trades. I also like the point of, teaching your kids. It's having them experience that, because college is not.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Another thing too is, I think, like for us when we was young adults, honestly, we really didn't have the time to go to college. Like we really needed to make money and provide for our children. Instantly. And we didn't have the time for that shit. Like we didn't have the time to take it all through. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, trades, I believe in trades. A lot of people are like, if my kids don't want to go to school, I'm going to force them. I'm not going to force my kids to go to school. I'm going to help them make the best decision for them. Yeah, you're right. She said it's so hard to pursue things when living in poverty. Poverty is like a full-time job itself, if you know what I mean. Being poor is very expensive. If you know, you know. Definitely. It's very, very I don't know. I agree and disagree with her. Get them trades and avoid those student loans. Plumbers and electricians. That's what I'm saying. They make money. You ain't lying. That's why I be telling people, go. I was going to go, because of that. But yeah. Here's the thing, Shalia, that I do feel like as Black people, we got to be accountable for it. Like, yeah, we do have a lot of, I'm not negating the fact that we have a lot of things like holding us down. But if y'all knew the fullness of my story, then I just feel like this. If you want it, you want it. That's how I feel. Like if you want to change your shit, you will figure out how to do it. That's how I feel about it. Like I have been forwarded every loophole possible by the system and by life. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm just the smartest woman in the world, but I am saying that I knew I didn't want that life and I figured out how to get out of it. Literally sat down and wrote the shit down and made vision boards that appeared to be maps on how to get out of a situation of poverty. Yeah. And so I feel like, that's why I don't feel like college is for everybody. And I also feel like it's more to life than teaching your kids book smarts. Because when you get into the world amongst businessmen or businesswomen, and you start to really interact with people who can help change occur in your life. Like if you need, a certain thing to happen for you and this person got the access or whatever, it's like street smarts is what gets you that shit. Because I'm telling you right now, businessmen in corporate America, businessmen and women in corporate America is not doing nothing different from what the dope man on the corner is doing. They just doing a more polished and a legal version of it. Oh my God. So my thing is, I want my kids to, get the education, and they will get their education. But what I want them to know more than anything is how to handle people in business transactions and business etiquette and business and not even business etiquette. Yes, but that's something that comes. But I'm just saying, learn street skills like knowing how to read people, knowing somebody bullshitting you, how to gift the gab people, how to use the resources that you have or God has given you within to get shit that you want out of people. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that really, because let's be honest, I don't know how long people are really trying to validate education on an institutional level. And I don't really know how long that shit is going to be super what it is because, let's keep it real. Google can tell your ass anything about life right now. I mean, right at this fucking point, you can Google anything. Literally. Or YouTube it. Or YouTube, for sure. YouTube is, we've said this plenty of times. YouTube has been our greatest teacher. No shade to the teachers that taught us, but for real, YouTube is whooping y'all ass. I'm gonna just be honest. So you're right. We could totally disband that whole idea of the school on an institutional level. Yeah, it could be definitely. Yeah, it's ridiculous. In like the next 10 to 15 years. It could happen. Yes. Outside of things for like the doctors, right, stuff shit like that. Yeah, that ain't gonna be something. So to Shalia's point, I see poverty. I don't see poverty and being poor as expensive or it being a full-time job. I see it as being a mindset, and if you take on that mindset, then you'll stay in the place. That's what I think too. That's what I was gonna say.
as her point to being expensive. I feel like I can change that out to it being a mindset, and then at that time it's very mentally, physically expensive, and in terms of being mentally and physically taxing, because it's hard to deal with, and it is a full-time job, because if you in that mindset, like she said, it's gonna be every day, all day. So I can understand that too. So
I disagree with that statement too, Shalia. It doesn't matter what's stacked up against you, so on and so forth. The reality is, do you believe in yourself, and do you want to do it bad enough? That's how I feel. As somebody who has lived through poverty, literally, like neither one of my parents have a college degree. My dad was in and out of prison when I was younger. My mom, she basically didn't work my whole life. So,
I just think it's what you make of it. I think if you have a situation that you up against, is how bad you want to get out of it. It depends on it depends on the person, but I don't feel like how deep. People have had. We both come from hard lives and all of that, and we hear. But it's more people out here with even more odds stacked up against, and that looked like at one point that was like, and when they testify or when they say, it's like, man, at one point I just really didn't see no ending, but they got out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's for that person. It's what you make of it. If you want to be the motherfucker that's not gonna do nothing, then I'm thinking you really can't complain about it, because you're not doing nothing about it. But no matter how big the odds are stacked up against you, but if you're a motherfucker that can sit down and really be like, okay, listen, I can do this, do that, A, B, C, D. Like you can get out of anything. And you're right. Like you said, some people have more skills than others, but it's really what you do. You can, whatever we feel like we want to do, once we start using this to open up stuff,
you can do
it's really no limits to it. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with the choices, but I think one thing that we have to do better as a Black community is understanding what's owed to us as far as resources, and then not allowing those resources to loop us, but understanding and planning how we're going to use those resources to our ability as a stepping stone to move out of the area that we in. Because I started looking, and then it might cost you something in the future, small, but weighing that out, because, we just talked about using government aid as a stepping stone. And then when we went from using government aid as a stepping stone, one of the big things I did was when I went back to school, I found out that you could get money back in grants. And I had my own kids. So I was like, make sure I could file my own taxes so that I could claim my kid independently. I didn't let nobody carry me in taxes, so I could claim my kid independently and go to school and use my money back from school to create a stable environment. So I think the problem, Shalia, with us is we get into a bad environment, and you just kind of like continue that environment. You kind of continue a path of bad choices because you in an environment where it facilitates that. So it's like you have to get to a place where you can recreate your environment. So for me, it's like, I know I can't think in this situation at all. So the first thing I'm going to tackle is, how can I control my environment so I can get a level head and plan my way out of this successfully. So that's the first thing I did. That was my first stepping stone. Okay, if I go to school, then if I go to school for this many months, play out my whole school year, I can get this much money back. I can pay this many months of rent for me and my family to live, and now I have a stable environment. And I might be on month 1 and I paid 6 months, but now I got 6 months to figure out I'm gonna be,
what's the next
stable.
Step of the plan? I'm gonna implement the next step of the plan.
It is possible, just hard. You are a single mom to 5 kids, no car. Oh wait, okay. You got to think about your kids too. Break the cycle. Show them that you can be better. You can make a way out of poverty. Yeah.
And that definitely fuels a lot of stuff too. So you're right. That was the whole thing. That's why we going as hard as we doing now. Even back then, it was always every year we have consistently looked back at our lives and said every year we have done something in a more positive step. And every year we have done not only that, but every year we have come to decisions that we've made that was in those steps too. Like we used to get taxes, and we still do get taxes, but it was like at the beginning of our relationship, it used to be we never fucked them all, but it would be like, let's go get clothes for the baby, let's go do, and not that we don't do that now,
savings,
but and that wasn't even a thing yet, like we was not really saving yet, but every year was like, okay, stop doing this, let's do this, let's start investing in business, let's start just saving our money, let's the importance of saving. So it was like always that same thing with the degrees and all that. It's like, we trying to show them like, you don't have to live like that, because we didn't came from that, and we don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's a huge motivational factor too, for sure. Like,
so Shalia is like, it's possible. It's just hard. If you are a single mom to 5 kids, no car, no high school diploma, no school, no family. I mean, no skills, no family, no nothing. You got to be motivated. Again, it's not hard. I hate to say this like this. I mean, I'm not saying it's not hard, but what I'm saying is I think that Black people have taken on a mindset of being defeated already. And that is killing our community, because I'm not saying we don't have a right to be in pain. We don't have a right. It is a lot of stuff stacked up against us. I'm not taking anything away from that. But once you imprison yourself in your mind, then you have lost. So what I'm saying is, again, going back to me saying, you need to educate yourself on your resources that you have. If you are a single mom with 5 kids, you got hella food stamps. You probably got a housing voucher. If you ain't got no car, that's a damn shame, because you should have an income tax return that you could have bought a stable car with. If you don't have a high school diploma, you can easily take the same skills. I mean, the same resources, take that shit to the what do you call it, that you just talking, the workforce. They will actually pay for you to take the high school diploma, I mean the GED course, and the test. They will pay for both. Then you saying you ain't got no skills. Well, part of that program in damn near every southern state is now you probably on welfare because of all it is. Well, they automatically offer you certain types of trade. Now the trades they offer is bullshit, but if you go in there and figure out what's the guidelines, you can go find your own trade programs. I know people who became 2-year nurses off the same system that I'm telling you. Okay, you ain't got no family, that's fine, because once you get welfare in basically every state, you automatically get daycare. So you got to be motivated. Yeah, you do got to be motivated. That's that mindset. But let's not pretend like you can't get out here and think your way through some shit.
And that's what I think you mean by that. As far as anybody can do that, because I'm saying those same things that's affecting her that you just listen. Let's just use this young lady, is like the same. There's ways to it and around it. And you said drug abuse and mental illness, and I get all of that too. But still, if that person wants it bad enough, they can sit themselves down and say, at the end of the day, I got to make a change. Whether that's, like you said, going to go find out your high school diploma, but it's steps to that. And as you complete those steps, you keep those new doors keep opening. So I ain't got no skills, but now I'm going to the workforce and I ain't gonna pay for my GED. And as I'm going through there, I'm learning shit. So now I can take that knowledge, and if I don't like this, like you said, take it and apply it somewhere else where I can be successful. But it's the next thing. But it's ways out.
It is ways out.
You just gotta. I think for me, it's the person. That's what it come down to. It ain't the system. It ain't I feel like it's the person because that shit is universal. It's the person that's going to look themselves in the mirror and say, I'm going to make a fucking change.
Yeah, I am.
At the end of the day, that's it. Whether you high, low, middle, some poverty, real poverty, you got to want to get up bad enough every morning, and shit ain't gonna always be pitchy green. Yeah, you're going to want to quit and all of this, but it start with that person, and you got to want to change that. And once they can do that and stick to that, and it's a journey, people get out of that shit.
Yeah, they do.
It is. It's so many stories. So yeah.
She said also add in drug abuse. Drug abuse is a choice. Drug abuse is a choice that has spiraled out of control from one choice. That's not an excuse. That's a choice. Mental illness, I can understand. But in that case, there's even more resources. But again, mental illness, that's going to be a pass that I will give. Then she said, also, you have never seen anyone do it. You don't even know that it could be done. You better turn on fucking Lifetime and see the same story 50,000 times because you're not the only one. Stop patting your own ass. Get up and take control of your own destiny. I can agree. Breaking generational curses takes intention. Everybody ain't up for the challenge. Then that's your own fucking fault. But don't blame that on the world around you. That's how I feel about that. I didn't see people make it out of way worse than that scenario that you just said.
I mean, we got real life people that's in the NFL, that's in professional sports, that come from the hood, that come from bad. I mean, we was just watching the Wayne Wade podcast. This mama was strung out. It's just him and his mama in the inner city life of Chicago, okay? And we already know how Chicago is. We knew how it started. We talking the hood. They lost their house. They lost everything. The man was sleeping on the street. His mama was gone months at a time. His grandma and auntie came and popped throughout his life. I mean, really bad. His mom was really bad, strung on drugs at a young age. And he sat up there and talked about the same things that we just talked about. He said, at the end of the day, I'm going to have to make a change. And this is him talking to himself at like 13, 14, because he's very young. So my thing is, it's the person. It really is the person. You really got to wonder. I mean, you really have to have that for yourself. His motivation was seeing his mom like that. His motivation was that. Now, I'm not going to lie and say, it's not hard for people and all of that. But we're talking about a 13-year-old boy who really who really don't have no direction, who really don't have nothing else to feed on. You know what I'm saying? Whoopi Goldberg, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's people out here. Oprah. Yeah. I mean, it's people out here. I just say, like I said, it's really the person. You got to wake up, change that shit. And it's not peaches and cream. I'm not saying that, when they say that everything go right and everything just smooth sailing. We done been through it as a couple. We done been through it on our own. Hell, some of y'all done probably on here that been through it in your own childhood. That you're right, it do take attention, but it definitely is the person. It definitely is the motivation. Now, the silver lining is his mama had to do the same thing. His mama was strung out on drugs and did that and had a wake up moment herself. I mean, completely. He talked about his mom being the lowest of the low when we talking about being strung out on the drug. She was there. And she got up one day, pulled herself out of there, checked her ass into rehab, and is doing excellent today. It's the person. You gotta want it.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever lived through poverty before? Because I have this saying, and that
it is easier said than done.
I disagree. It's not easier said than done. You can do it. It's just a lot of motherfuckers don't want to do it. And as a community, although we have all the excuses to not be successful, that don't give you the right to use them. Like, that's the problem that I have with us as a people. It is easy. You can do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people feel like, oh, it's easier said than done. And I get that, but it's because a lot of people just don't want to do it. That's the thing. This one thing I'm gonna get to the United States. We got so many opportunities for you to pull yourself out of some shit. This is not a third world country. If you can't succeed here, you can't succeed no fucking where. That's how I feel. But the other thing, this is my mantra that I live by. And that is, no matter what you've been through, it is never an excuse to be a failure, but it's even more of an excuse to succeed. I mean, even more of a reason to succeed. No matter what you've been through, it is never an excuse to be a failure, but even more of a reason to succeed. That's how I feel about it. And I'm always going to feel that way about it because I lived through unbelievable poverty. Like, I was the kid that only ate at school. So I just feel like this. If you want to succeed, you will. And if you don't, then you won't. Outside of the situation of, people with mental illness and things like that. Life is about choices. Life is about strategy. And life is about taking control of your own destiny. And no matter who is at fault for what you've been through, you are accountable for your own future. And that's just period. And ain't no other way to put it. I done seen people come out of way worse. Even if it's you and lots of people, not a little bit amount of people. It depends if you want it. You know what I'm saying? But what happens to us as Black people a lot of times is we keep on using our hurt as a reason to continue a cycle rather than fixing that hurt and moving past it. And, you know, I just think at some point or another, to be strong, you have to take the power out of somebody else's hands. And that's the truth. Oh, you got Section 8? Because we didn't even get Section 8. We were just homeless. Free lunch, food stamps. Mama had food stamps. But my mama was the type of mama that until she got with her wife, she pretty much bounced from pillar to post. In elementary school, I went to 13 different schools, no games. That's how poor I was.
Because we moved every year.
Every year, a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Because my mama would be like moving with her friend. CPS almost took me from my mama because she was changing my schools too much.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it can be done. It's not impossible, but.
And honestly, Section 8 is luxury poverty. I'm not gonna lie. I'm talking about, and I'm not taking nothing away from your experience, but I feel like poverty, what I'm talking about is no way out type of poverty, type of like, ain't nobody really like, I don't have anything. I don't even have what the government is giving me. Everybody can get food stamps, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people that made it through worse. And it's about changing your mindset and whether you want to change your mindset or not. You know what I mean? So that's on the person. That's not on whether that doesn't speak to whether it could be done or not. For real. If our people can come out of slavery and do everything that they did, I'm not finna give you an excuse for the shit that we dealing with now. Nobody. Unless, of course, you got mental illness. Then that's not an excuse. That's a medical issue. Anyways, babe, you ready to go?
Yep.
After Shalia answer?
Yeah.
If she answer. That's just me. That's just my mindset. But I am a very much like take control of my own destiny type of person. And a lot of people not like that. And if we being honest, it's because they're comfortable with living on the system. Not because they can't do it.
Yeah. Get redone though.
It has been millions of times over.
Yeah. I mean,
what's the dude that was in Pursuit of Happiness? That's a true story.
Chris Gardner. Yeah.
Oh, that's him?
Mm-hmm, that's his name.
Was he on the Shark Tank?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We can do that shit. I mean, and then let's be honest, we black people, we get it.
I was just going to say, never underestimate the power of a black person that believes in themselves.
Our whole race is unicorns. I feel like we all out here.
Some of these bitches is definitely ponies.
Some of them, but never underestimate what we can do when we didn't prove it time and time again. Slavery was the excellent point. So if we can come out of that shit
and still win, like
it will never change until we change.
That's it. It's in our hands.
Yeah. So you got to grasp that. I mean, we're not saying that it don't play factors because everything play a factor, but when it come down to it, if we want that. Something that we can really grab hold of is that. So I think it can be done, and I have an understanding and compassion for everyone that has experienced poverty. There is always someone that has less or has it harder than you. Definitely.
I agree. I do. I have compassion too for people who have experienced poverty, but at some point my compassion is not, first of all, my compassion is never going to get you further in life. That's number one. Even if I gave you something, which we give to people in poverty all the time, and we just give in general. Even when we was in poverty, we always been givers. But the thing is, our compassion is not going to equal their success, and so our compassion, for lack of a better term, really means nothing until we teach each other and help each other to get out of the situation and make it better. So, that's just my perspective. But I agree. I understand there is always somebody who has less than you, harder than you. I understand. And especially for me, I feel like I probably had the best scenario that I could have had in this lifetime for me because everything else was rough. But I mean, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you know. I think we also overlook the psychological effects living in poverty long term has. Everything has a psychological effect. I have a psychology degree, literally. Marriage has a psychological effect. Parenting has a psychological effect. Everything has a psychological effect. But again, it does boil down to the person and how they are motivated. Because I'm the type of person that when I work well under pressure, and then once I've solved my issue and got on the other side of it, then I'll break down. But I'm not breaking down until I'm successful at defeating whatever it is that tried to defeat me. Some people work the other way. They need intrinsic motivators. I'm a person that's extrinsically motivated. So, I agree with that too. Yeah. I mean, again, it's if you want to do it or you don't,
And it seemed like you want to do it.
So. Right. So
it seemed like you
on Mary's lamb.
It seemed like you figured it out, Shalia. So we just need to pass that on. We just need to pass that on. Oh my God. So, but anyways, y'all, listen, we're gonna let y'all go, man. It was so good chatting with y'all and all of that, but everything. No, Shalia, she feel my cousin. Shalia Co says you're still our cousin. But we gonna let y'all go. I know it's late in some places, man. I don't know. Well, nah, David, you on the same time as us. I think Shalia, you actually an hour behind us, so it ain't too late for us. I don't know who else is still 4 more. It's 1, 2. So still 2 other more people on here. I don't know where they at. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a good chat. We appreciate y'all. We love you too, cousin. Shalia said, I love y'all cousins. Yeah, we love you too, fam. And David, listen, y'all, you and your wife, y'all have a good night. Anybody else on here, y'all have a good night, and we will definitely holler at y'all. Video, I don't know when the actual video will be posted. I like to say that. But and also, do y'all have anything that y'all would like to even see as a video? We still do have some more Colorado content. I'm not saying that we ran out of stuff. I just, don't know when an actual one, and we probably will shoot one soon. But is there any specific videos that y'all want? Like either moving here or not moving here. It could be whatever you want. But we still do have some more videos. Colorado, we still got universities, school districts, still got neighborhoods and more stuff because there's more neighborhoods too that we can get to. So it's still we still got some other stuff too. So I'm waiting for y'all to go on some camping trips this summer. Yeah, Shalia just said she waiting on us to go camping this in the summer. That's coming up too. Make some camping. We will. We will definitely make some videos. We're gonna bring the footage to y'all wherever we at. So yeah, we got y'all. We probably going on a road trip. We're probably not camping. Yeah, we'll make some. We're gonna have some road trip videos and do some stuff like that. So yeah, we will definitely do that. We got y'all in on that. So meet and greet. Listen, if y'all not in the group, get in the group. The Black. Is it the Black Connection Colorado? Yeah. Yeah. Black Connection Colorado. So it's Black Connection Colorado on Facebook. David said barbers and hairstylists and other Black folk stuff like food and things. So I guess where to go and all of that. So we can do that. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I got you, David. We can do those too. We will definitely light that up because we got some. Oh yeah, I didn't even think that's a great idea. So yeah, okay, cool. We can do that. We got y'all. We can do that. So the 2 have talked. Everybody else is pretty much logged off. So anyways, y'all, good night. Listen, y'all have a good night. Sleep dreams, sweet tight. Sleep dreams. Sweet dreams, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna holler at y'all on the next one. So peace. Gotta show my pearly whites again because I just paying your money for them. Really, to get them clean, but come on, I don't know why this live